Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Orla Live. Sorry, I have a very bad cold now, to be honest. Welcome to Orla Live for the 30th of October 2025. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla shortly now, in the next few minutes. But geez, we have a packed show. We had a protest outside the Tusla headquarters today, which went very well. I'll be playing that later on. We also had a Fine Gael councillor calling for people who spoiled their vote to have their welfare cut. As I said, there's a couple of interviews. There's a bit of stuff about City West. And with Donald Trump, and a video of Donald Trump as well coming up there, and stuff about Sharia law going on. Like, this is what's happening around the world, people. So I'm just looking. Somebody sent me in a thing as well today about taxi drivers. We done a video about, it wasn't actually me who done it, it was Dimple Dempsey done it last year or the year before, and I put it up on my Twitter. And it's something like, since 2017, there's been something like 19 Indian or Pakistani rapes, people done for rapes in taxis. Now, I know we have our own rapists and white rapists and the whole lot, but this is a growing trend in the taxi industry. Jeez, what's that? You think I was going to get a dig in the eye there or something? I don't know what that is. Yeah, okay. The kids did say that to me last night. Dad, what happened to your eye? I'm only seeing it now because I'm looking at myself on the screen. But, yeah. Orla's texting me there. What's she texting me? Oh, I'll pull that down now in a minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm going to just play this. This is just what Daz put out the other day for City West. He's showing you. Listen, Daz is a good lad. Follow him if you're not following Daz News. His pages don't stay up too long, but follow him, please. I'll play this and come back.
Can you guess where this is? This is City West, where they used to hold all the concerts. Now it's turned into this. These are all bunk beds. All these, don't mind him reading his book there, but there's bunk beds all out. These are all bunk beds. The amount of men in this place, and there's one or two double bed. The rumour has it that they're kicking each other's back door in, supplied by the government. But yeah, a lot of us would have stood in there for a lot of concerts. Now look at, they're all knocking the whole off each other.
Just looking at that there, like, it's mental when you see it like that, isn't it?
I know.
Like, how many people do they fit in that conference centre? Hundreds. Do you reckon there's 2,500 in there between Ukrainians and...
There probably is when you take in with all the bunk beds and everything like that.
Wow. Jesus. That's some amount of people in there now, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
To be honest, let me go through a couple of the comments there. Evening, Paul and Orla. I punch that eye for you, Paul. That's a good man. I punch that eye for you, Paul, if you want. Yeah, I want. So, do you want to do the other one? Have a go at the other one. Yeah, post this out, everyone, people. Yeah, we're up to 300 there already. Fair play to everyone. I'm just going to put this. Jesus, I'm dying, I swear to God. You can get us on Fitzy Dub, Anthony L. Casey, Ruggermorph 27, and Orland Force 23 on YouTube at Irish Column, at Dealer Heron, on Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons, and you'll always get us on www.theirishchannel.com/live. Bookmark that page, please. Let me just have a look at what we have. Thousands, yeah. I think we have thousands. Weasel Harris admitting too many fake UGs here. Lol, gaslighting goes on. Yeah. I have it there. I'll play it in a minute.
I have that sent. Yeah, it's under Simon Harris.
Yeah, I know. I have it downloaded there. How are you, Mark? How's things, brother?
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Good Lord. Doesn't bear thinking about. Yeah, I know, but they're everywhere. Everywhere. I thought I pulled down a couple of videos earlier. I'm going to go looking for them now in a minute. Because, like, Kat was talking. Kat and Cal, they were talking out. Did you see Cal? You love this. Did you see Cal taking off Michael McCarthy? Did you see his video of that?
No, I didn't. Was that today?
Today, yeah, this evening sometime. Yeah, it's funny.
No, I didn't.
I'll
I
show it
didn't.
to you in a while.
Get a chance to see it today.
Kevin Coyle, 770 rooms in City West, at least 4 per room. 7 to 28, 4 7. So you're talking 3,000 there, Kevin, in that, and then probably another couple of hundred in different open areas, like for dormitories. Doesn't bear thinking, mate. Doesn't bear, have the same flu 3 weeks now. This only come on me. I'll be honest with you. It only come on me yesterday evening. I was out with the kids, and I had the kids at a birthday party, and I just came all of a sudden about 3 o'clock. I just felt really crap. You know what I mean? My knees started hurting me, my elbows, my shoulders. I thought, oh, here we go. Then last night, she can hear me breathing. Last night, then when I got home, I really felt shit. So I was asleep there and got up this morning. I was back in bed now for 10 o'clock, I'd say. I didn't get up all day. Lem sips and honey. So, yeah. I hope it doesn't last for 3 bleeding weeks now.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say so. I'd say you'll just have it for a couple of days and that'll be it over and done with.
I hope so. I hope it's gone tomorrow. The government are flying the illegal immigrants in and then telling us there are too many. It's laughable. Yes, it is laughable. Stop shouting at me, Mike. At me, Vic. Okay, whatever. Kevin Coyle, someone saying good evening. Hello, everyone. Blessington says no. Good evening, all. How are you? All good. PD files out. Yes, get them out. Actually, I'm going to play Simon Harris there just talking about that. It's only 30 seconds long.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Our migration numbers are too high. And I think that is really an issue that needs to be considered in a very serious way by government. I think one of the reasons they're so high is that there are too many people who come to this country and who are told they do not have a right to be here, and it is taking too long for them to be removed from the country. But I think we have to be honest. I think we have to listen to the people of this country who have said, who I believe are saying to us, look, we used to live in a country of around 3,000 people sought international protection each year. That number has gone to in and around 20,000, sometimes a little above it, sometimes a little below it. That is a very, very significant increase.
No shit, Sherlock. We've been saying that for years, and they wouldn't listen. Why is Harris saying this now? I'll tell you why he's saying it now. Because they've been found out with this presidential election. They know that there's a lot of people pissed off with them. They know the working class haven't voted them in. And look, if you look at anywhere there's an iPass centre, it's nowhere near upmarket houses or posh houses.
Yeah.
It's just not. And they're the people who are voting these people in time and time and time again. And then we have our own working class crew who keep voting in Sinn Féin. Sinn Féin are going to do nothing for you. Sinn Féin, they're all feathers on the same board. They all singing from the same hymn sheet. Refugees welcome. Far right is bad. Who is the far right? This has gone ridiculous now. I'm a concerned father. That's all I am. When I started all of this and I still am the same person. I'm not going to start, I'm not a racist. I don't care what you think I am. I really don't. You know what I mean? I know what I'm here for, and the people that's helping me do this know what I'm here for. My children will know what I did this for. You know what I mean? It's for them, and it's for my future grandchildren. Because I'm going to be honest, if Sharia law, if enough of these Muslims come into the country, Sharia law will be enacted in this country. And our government won't give a shit. You already see it in the councils, how many Muslims are in the councils around the country. We'd one man turned around in Limerick last year and said, people who rioted 2 years ago, people who rioted in November in the Dublin riots, I'll put that in inverted commas as well, because that's bullshit too. That was a setup. That was another blatant January 6th. You know what I mean? It really was. You left the Lewis in the middle of the road. You left the bus in the middle of the road. You left 4 squad cars in the middle of the... Come on, lads. Come on. Like, you knew what was going to happen. This is where you got your moments. You've done the same out there the other night. You've left a Garda van at the gate where you knew all the people were. Everything else was pulled back, bar that Garda van. As I said, I walked by it and I said, listen, that's a prime candidate to be burnt. 5 minutes later, boom, up it went. And the bloke with a tricolour lit a tricolour. There's nobody I know would light a tricolour.
No.
At all.
100%, no.
People I know won't even let you drag the tricolour on the floor.
Yeah,
That's,
I know.
come on.
They weren't one of us.
Hello. Sorry, Paul. I had to mute Simon Harris. I know. Listen, once his lips are moving,
Yeah.
he's
I know.
telling lies.
Mhm.
Me, Al Martin, the same. You know, the immigration figures are so high because you are bringing them in. Yes, exactly. Not me.
Like
I
Roger
know what you mean.
O'Gorman and all his
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah. Good man,
And Leo,
Kevin Coyle,
yeah.
getting CDs to donate locally.
And do you remember the
Simon
other
is far right
councillor
now.
came out and said that, you know, people out at protests and all that should have their benefits cut? You know, just insinuating that everybody that was at a protest was on the dole. Like,
Yeah, well,
what?
was he the same fella?
Absolute.
Was he the same fella who said the people who spoiled their vote should lose their welfare?
Yeah, sorry. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
I have it there. I'm
Yeah.
going to play it.
But you remember they said
hang
the
on,
same
people.
thing. They said the same thing as well about the riots, and again insinuating that anyone that's out at all these things that they're all on the dole, which is utter nonsense. Again, that's putting people
Working
down.
class people.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they wonder why. I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen lads with masks on at protest a whole lot, and I've asked them to take off the mask. I said, lads, you can't be wearing the mask a whole lot. He said, mate, if I'm seen at this protest, he said,
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
going
I'm
to lose
doing
my
my
job.
job,
He
yeah.
said, I'm not here to cause trouble. He says, I just cannot do it. I remember being at the Dáil. I remember speaking outside the Dáil 2 years ago it was. Myself, Gavin Pepper and Malachy and a few others. We marched from whatever down to the Dáil. It was a Saturday. And I spoke at it the whole lot. But there was two fellas, excuse me, in front of me, and he kept giving me the thumbs up. Well done, well done, well done. And somebody went over and said, "Use our feds. Take off the mask." And he couldn't take off the mask, right? He wouldn't. So they ended up walking away. And as I was going back to get the train, I met the two of them going for the train. They were lads that I knew. One of them was working in the Dáil at the time. So, you know, he was I don't know what he was doing, kitchen or secure. I don't know what he was doing, but that's where he was working. They couldn't show their faces. You know what I mean? They'd been gone. But that's happening to a lot of people. And that's what's stopping a lot of people from coming to these protests. Is the problem that if that company sees them, let's be realistic here. Every one of these unions is captured in this country. Every one of them. You know what I mean? They're all captured by NGOs. They're all being funded by the government. They all have the woke ideologies in them. So we're pissing against the wind here. We're fighting a losing battle here. You know what I mean? But we'll keep fighting it. You know what I mean? But people need to. I'm going to play a video of Ferg later on where he spoke earlier on, and I'll play that after 10 o'clock. But lads, this is coming to use. You know what I mean? It's no good me being the bad guy all the time and people saying Fitzy's this and Fitzy's that and he's trying to cause this, he's trying to cause that, he's racist, he's this, he's that. None of them things. I'm a concerned father. All I want is what's best for the future of children in this country and my children. So, yeah, I've loads of comments there. Wait, we're hitting. We're just on 600 there. Fair play to everyone. I'll put it up now. But you can hear it in my chest. Acting like, what's this? Good man, Kevin Coyle. Yeah. Hand gesture, pulling things out of his ass, yeah. Acting like a social media commentator, completely innocent. Yeah, I heard the rich Nichel there with money have said they're not happy. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. You look at Thornton Hall. Go up and look at the houses around Thornton Hall. Millions they're worth. Like there's stud farms and everything up around there. Why aren't these people? You know what's going on here? Like, you know what I mean? Why is it just people in working class areas? Are these people going to be immune to what's going on? I don't think so. You know what I mean? If someone goes in there, they'll be coming over their walls as well. You know what I mean? So I think the upper class need to come out as well and start talking about shit like this instead of voting these people in all the time. You know? Someone there, fuck Sinn Féin. I agree with you. It's a capitulation. Let's up the pressure and win this. Yeah. Sorry, Harris is an absolute moron. He was part of the government and Roderick invited them in. Numerous texts were signing immigration pact. I agree, Angie. How are you, Angie? Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. They're all for it. For
Sinn Féin is for Islam.
refugees coming in.
Yes, and everyone can see
Immigration,
it.
open borders, everything.
Yeah. 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 Spoiled votes worked. All down to 180. The whole lot of them are. You know what I mean? They'll tell you, oh, that doesn't matter. They've shit themselves. They have shit themselves now. They know people power. People power. Oh, I'm getting a little lag here. I'm getting a lag. It's all right, but there you go, people. We just hit 600 there. Fair play to everyone. Keep going. Keep sharing it out. Like, share, subscribe. I didn't put out any thing tonight because I forgot all about it, to be honest. Might have been in the bed all day.
Facebook before I came on. Did you put it up on your X?
I didn't. I put it up now.
Just put it up on your X. Yeah, you should just play one of the videos and then you can put it up. Just
video. I'm gonna go with that Fine Gael councillor, the welfare thing. We play that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
A Fine Gael councillor who called for anyone who spoiled their vote in last week's presidential election to have their benefits withdrawn is receiving a massive online backlash from furious voters. Laois councillor John King accused voters of voting against the state because they chose to spoil their vote, and he goes on to demand that anyone who voted in this manner should be subject to sanctions, including having their state benefits denied. Councillor King's remarks are trending on X, with hundreds of users accusing the Fine Gael councillor of presupposing that the 213,738 people who opted to spoil their vote, rather than vote for Fine Gael or independent candidate Catherine Connolly, were unemployed. Councillor King's inflammatory remarks are trending on X, with many users accusing him of being classist, and called on Taoiseach Simon Harris to intervene. He just called everyone who spoiled their vote dole heads. How low IQ are these people? One poster said. The term voting against the state also raised hackles, with many comparing his remarks to Stalinist Russia and totalitarianism. Another said Fine Gael want to turn this into a class war. It's pretty despicable. They cannot handle that people in all walks of life did. Many users also queried how Fine Gael would know who spoiled their votes and said King's remarks raised questions of the privacy of the ballot box. Another said, outrageous remark to make, a total insult to all the hard-working Irish people, while another said, dangerous. He wants to use state power to punish political dissidents. This is the definition of totalitarianism. Ireland now holds the European record for the number of spoiled election votes, superseding France, who held the record for the highest spoiled votes in 2017. With Jim Gavin's vote of 103,568, which is being interpreted as a protest vote as he had withdrawn from the race, it brings the total of spoiled protest votes to a staggering 317,675, leaving the two government parties reeling.
Very good.
Wow.
But it just shows the mentality of them.
317,000.
But it just shows the mentality of them. It shows that they've absolutely no regard, no respect, for people in this country. That everyone that went out now, and probably more than likely thinks that everyone that goes out to these protests are all on the dole. That's some attitude to have, who does he think he is? You're frozen.
I know. I have to plug this in because I'm losing connection for some reason. Can you hear me there?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is. Hang on. Why am I not getting? No iPass in Ranelagh, D4, Churchtown, Foxrock, Dalkey, Stillorgan, Killiney, etc., etc., etc. None. I'm gonna. I can't play it.
Do you remember Paul Murphy? Yeah, do you remember Paul Murphy? Where's he from? Remember he said as well.
He's Tala. He wouldn't accept either.
Yeah, he didn't want iPass there either, and then he tried to backtrack.
Yeah. But me and Gavin, 2 years ago in last May, me and Gavin done a video called Class Wars. I have it there somewhere. I'm going to put it up on the YouTube channel, and it brings you from. We started off in Bagot Street Hospital. We started off in one of the Kayla's buildings or something like that. We've done about 10 different places all along D4, all the way out to Dalkey. And we're standing out in Dalkey doing a video, and Gavin is shouting about Dalkey being the country. The only people who are in Dalkey of colour are slaves and people who are working in the restaurants. But it was true, you know. And then the week after, we went up there and we camped out. Paul, during the Bows match last week, Daniel Lambert sat there on his phone, and during the 90 minutes, he retweeted 15 Palestine-related tweets. Nothing about Bows in any of the tweets. Daniel Lambert, is he the physical director or something or whatever? He's a mate of Philly McMahon's. That's why Philly's on the same frame as him, like, you know.
Yeah, it says it all.
These are the champions of the community, you know. The Bows lads, like, honestly, I used to love Bows when I was growing up as a kid. Bows would have been my team. Once they started with all this migrant shite and this bullshit with these, I'd say it's turned an awful lot of people off Bows, you know. Really has. But thanks for that. Daniel Lambert is a gobshite. Yeah, gobshite. Cade Mila Falcha, Garda Commissioner, admitted putting infiltrators in the crowd at City West. Yes, I know he did. This is what I'm saying to you, you know. He's saying it now because they're about to launch digital ID in Ireland. It's all planned. Yes, I guess. Yeah. Closet whistleblowers. Yeah. My guess is the regime government will fall sometime in the new year. The knives are at the ready in the doll. I think so as well, to be honest with you. Right now, Islamic indoctrination already in schools and Christianity being aggressively removed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right now, hold on, we're losing this now. Thank you, Paul and Orla, for fitting us into your time. God bless. No problem. 100%, Paul. I'm probably Joan Flynn. What's Joan saying? Apparently, Martin is going to be outed. McDonald is heading for his place. Then United Ireland. All of Ireland will be EU. The unionists have been paid off billions. Harris is playing politics. They're all, as I said, we've said it all along. They all vote for the same shite. But these are worried now because the left have come together in this presidential election and they're shitting themselves. That's exactly what it is. Yes, afraid their horses be eaten by the filth. Yeah, exactly. That's what, yeah. We don't have a government. It's a shadow government from WEF. Yeah. Why are our government going to the WEF in anyway? What was the crack with the new to the town lad laying on the Tonleague Road last night? I don't know. I didn't hear about that, mate. Didn't hear about it. Yeah. Paul and Orla doing a great service. Don't stop. You're waking people up. Don't stop. Cheers. Thanks for that, mate. Yes, afraid the horses will be eaten. Well done, all that went to Tulsa head office today. Yeah, there could have been a lot more. I was supposed to go. As I said, I'm dying sick. I'm still dying sick. How about your least 200? Nice to know. We're at least 280,000 grown. Okay, share this out. Paul, you need vapor rub on your chest, back, and soles of feet going to bed. Okay, enough sort of. Yeah,
all the women can do that for Paul.
You're all right. Not Vic's vapor rub.
They can look after him.
Put it in the wrong place. Fuck that now.
I'll just tell you to get over it and get on with it. It's man flu.
I am just getting on with it and getting over it. I don't sympathy. Fuck off this. How would they know who voted for spoiled their vote? Yeah, I don't know.
They're just making assumptions. They're just making assumptions. We know that. It's the same as, you know, the protests. Again, like that, they just make assumptions.
Yeah, exactly. He's a blue shirt. PM, what's that? How does John King know who voted? Isn't voting secret? Could his remarks be construed as discrimination? Yeah, could. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear her or not, but I'll play a video now in a minute. What Harris said was to throw us off what's going to get worse. Yes, it's true. Digital IDs, baby. That's it. Wow, that's a lot of spoiled votes. It is a lot of spoiled
It
votes,
is, yeah.
you know?
It's a huge amount.
Yeah. Like 317. You have the right to spoil your vote. It can't be traced. Each ballot sheet can be traced. Each ballot sheet has number on the back. Yeah, it has, hasn't it? Yeah, yeah. Of course it can. And when they click it, your number goes onto the thing. When they write it down, they do the line through it. That's your number ballot. So they know exactly who spoiled the ballots. They attacking people. Yeah, they are. They're trying to, you know. John John thinks he's the king of nothing. He's the king of dog. Hypocrite. They know we are all not on the dole. That's just a thing they say to annoy us. Yeah, I know
Exactly.
that. Yeah. iPass has gone into the old Jacobs building on Merrion Road. Seriously? I heard they were doing something with it all night. I didn't know that it had gone in. King is disconnected from reality. Doll Aaron. Does anyone have any information about Graham Carey's case? Has he been silenced? Graham was silenced years ago. Silenced years ago. You know what I mean? Graham was one of the first to come out and give it all and talk about all of this and call
But
it
the whole
all out.
COVID stuff, yeah, and the lockdowns and everything
Listen,
like that.
and the lockdowns and
Mhm,
everything
mhm.
else. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
These
remember, yeah.
migrants and the whole lot. And it must be 2 years since I was at a protest in Finglas where there was a big standoff because of Graham Carey, because he was silenced and because of everything else.
Mhm.
You know, it's over 2 years now, I think. Graham was picked up and phone seized, and you know, that's political prisoner. That's political prisoners. If people are doing for that, you're a political prisoner. Like, that's bullshit. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to do that, you know? Angela, how are you, Angela?
Hi, Angela.
Hi, Paul. Orla. Funny you mentioned class, Paul. I've noticed recently we have a few snobby nationalists waiting for the working class to do the work, and they quietly give out over the house tax in the golf club. Terrified they'd be overheard by Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael neighbours. I agree with you, Angela. There is a lot of them, yeah. Not putting in the groundwork, but taking the credit for it. I agree with you. United Ireland and the Irish, with the Irish minority, keep fighting everyone, yeah. Wait for it to come to politicians' doors, see how brave they will be then. Well, yeah. Jake, how are you, Jake? Hello, Paul and Orla. Paul, how's the lungs?
Hey,
Stop
Jake.
smoking. Are you able to breathe better? This has me killed. Yeah. A cheese grater good as well. Man flu, yeah.
Exactly, man flu.
Northern Ireland won't have it. Chaos. The United dictatorship, they will end up. They will find out why they were sold out, just like us.
Yeah, there's a video there on an Afghan. I sent over to you that guy on TikTok, because they're just contributing an awful lot over in the UK, and there's 26,000 of them let in. How wonderful!
I just want to read this. Ken Donnelly, thanks for this, Ken. Paul, strong rumours that Fort Lucan in Westminstown has been leased to accommodate refugees from the end of November. What will they do there? They just cover it all in, will they, and put in tents and everything else? I don't know. But fair play, from the end of November. Okay, people over Lucan, wait. People in Lucan need to be checking this out. You better go and you better look at this. You better see if there's planning permission up there. So if you're going there with your kids at all, maybe it's closed down now because it's not the summer. Go up and have a look, people, if you can. Christine, it just shows how these so-called councillors would love to be able to bring in a Chinese social credit score. Yes. Too many Afghans in the UK.
They're bringing in 26,000, yeah. And as I said, there's a fella quite busy over in the UK there. There's video on him.
John King, that's a very unfortunate name to have to share with the music producer. I wonder if it's any coincidence. I don't know. Peaceful protest. They can't deny your disability allowance. They can't deny anything on you. How did the spoils votes work? Tell me. How did the spoiled votes work? Tell me. Well, it has this government doing a 180, hasn't it?
That's what it was for.
And they know they know that the people are not having a bar of this anymore. Exactly. You know what I mean?
But that's what it was just to do. It was like to just show them that people were annoyed, people were fed up because of what they did over, we'll say, Maria Steen, Nick Delahanty. Like, somebody should have been, on that ballot paper to give what they took away our right to choose. They have no right to do that. We're not living in China. We're not living in North Korea. Well, we're heading that way. But like, they took away our right to choose.
Yeah, I know. How's fair? Good night and God bless. Paulo,
Hey,
Orla,
Ferg,
and
how
your
are you?
beautiful patrons in the chat. I hope you're all keeping well. They kicked Graham's case down the road at the next year. Ross and Paul up next week. Is Paul up on his appeal next week? And so was Ross. Listen, he went after Ross before any of us, you know what I mean? Ross was one of the first to get done. Well, Phil was, and then Ross. Then Andy Heisman. Then anyone else that was speaking out about it got picked up one by one. Drag you through the courts. You can't talk about this. You can't go to a protest. You can't do this. Hasn't stopped anyone. I'm being honest with you. It's only made us stronger. Fair. He wrote him an email. I don't know what happened, to be honest. All right, Ferg. Hope all is good with you and your family. Highest spoiled votes per head of capita in Europe.
Yes, it was said in that video.
Yeah. Hold on there. Just people are sending me in stuff there, and they're telling me in the. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to share this here. If you can see it. Yeah. Thanks for that. Just when people were asking know about who you are, how they know. Well, this is how they know. Do you see it? Your elector number. See it?
Mm-hmm.
That's your elector number. Yeah. So they go in, that number is on the ballot, they click your ballot, they give number 25 or number 125 ballot to 2C, blah, 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 blah. So that's how they know who you are. Thank you very much for that. Spoiled votes went worldwide. It shone a light on the government they did not want. That's why Simple Simon is waffling. Exactly. Elon Musk has retweeted this. Trump has retweeted this. Colonel Mike Flynn has retweeted this. Like, this has gone viral all around the world. Mick O'Keefe retweeted all this stuff last week. Elon Musk then retweeted it. And I think Trump retweeted. There's a lot of them. It's just been seen by. Not like the migrants who attacked the drag queens in Cork. Will they be prosecuted? Well, lads, funny you should say that. If you remember, the night that happened, we had all of the lefties and all the Ireland Against Fascism crowd giving out about it and saying, oh, look at them bastards doing that to the girls, and they did it. Then when they found out it was two migrants that done it, crickets. Nobody's saying boo.
But they always do that. Do you know, when it comes down to who the assailants are, there's never a word out of them.
Quiet. The spoiled vote sent a clear message, and the numbers do indicate critical mass is fruiting. Keep the seeds a-flowing. Like, let's be honest about it. 317,000 people went out and actually spoiled their votes. Probably 1 million stayed at home and didn't do. Okay, and I get that. If they wanted to do that, that's their right to do that. But I think if we had got more people out, we'd have got more spoiled votes, to be honest with you. Like, because the lefties had their crew. She won in the landslide.
No,
only 45% came out to vote. Like, you know what I mean? So, so yeah. Hang on. Paul, boil a few lemons. What's that? Yeah. Thanks, Paul. Right back at you. Cheers, brother. Yeah. I was told by my insurance company that I had to download the app in order to set up direct debit or pay in full. This is new. I said, no way. I will shop around. Good luck. Well, wait to hear this. I crashed the car it was 2 years ago. It was February. It would have been 2 years this February. And I crashed the car, and I think it was 2022. No, 2023 it was. So 2 years this February. So I crashed it. It was my fault. I got a blowout. I hit a thing, blah, blah, blah. So I was told to claim off the insurance in case they came for this, that, and the other. So I did that. I got $3,000 for the van or whatever. And it was 900 quid last year. It went up to 1,300 quid last year. and it was 1,700 quid this year. So I shopped around, and if anyone's looking for insurance, have a look at RedClick, because RedClick done me a good favour. I got it for 750. It worked out then with the extras 950. So I don't mind paying the extras. So happy days. So RedClick, people do that. I hope RedClick send us a few quid now. Speaking of sending us a few quid, if you want to buy us a coffee, there you go. Please buy us a coffee. Orla got our Bulmers last week, didn't you, Orla?
I did.
She did. And
Thanks
she enjoyed them. Yeah, fair play to you, Mark. Oh. But what's the comments there? I just put that in the comments there, people. If you want to buy us a coffee, please do, because we need to keep this going. Hang on, what's this? Colette McGrath, the light already around the government. Sorry. Colette McGrath, the light is already on the government without any more scandals. Sure, Simon now had to speech about too many asylum seekers, like it's a new suggestion, yeah. Julie King Fergus, are you talking about Graham Carey? Yes, that's what we were talking about. The Chinese there in Coolock was raided and caught selling weed recently. The owner's name was Me So High. Me So High. It's not, because I know the owner. A lot of people not happy.
The tolls are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they are absolutely cleaning up.
But you look at it, look, it's going up. My dad said it's going up, whatever. And I said, no, he thought it was going up 10pence. I said, it's going up 10%. Oh, is it? I said, well, 10% to 380 is 38 pence. So it's going up to nearly 420. Like, you know what I mean? 420 it'll go up to.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay for somebody who's just traveling every now and again. But somebody who's actually up and down the whole time, like, it's just disgraceful. They are making absolutely millions and millions on those tolls.
Anna Marie Purcell, when one adds the number of spoiled votes, 213,738, to the number of who chose not to vote, 1.6 million chose not to vote. That total is 1.9 million nearly who chose not to vote for either candidate. That's 55.2%. Yeah, fair play. Thanks for that, Anne-Marie. Oh, yeah, deadly. I don't want this state to operate anymore, carrying on ignoring us. I'm with RedClick too. I tell you, they done me a great deal. Fair play to them. Complete incompetence, yeah. Paul, you're nagging. Paul, and nagging on a few lemons. Yeah, yeah.
Hot whiskey.
I sent you a different angle of the drag getting kicked. It's okay, let me have a look at that, if that's there. Today. Copy this. Let me just have a look at this. Is this the... Got it. Oh, excuse me. Let's have a look at this. Well, that's a different one. Okay, let's not worry about that. What did you say to me? The Afghan fella?
Yeah. The Afghan video.
An Afghan national. Okay. Oh, this is the fella that killed. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is
horrendous.
Yeah, this was London on Tuesday, was it?
Yeah. West London.
Yeah, looking at West London. Have a look at this, people.
So I've just seen some really shocking footage. I can't post it on there because it's actually too graphic to post on this children's platform. But I have posted it on my other platform, the one with a black box and a cross in it. And it's footage from the 3 people that got attacked in West London today by an Afghan national. So one guy was walking his dog, there was someone else that was stabbed, and also a boy of 14 years old. But I've just happened to watch the guy walking his dog and the attacker attacking him. And I've never seen anything like it in my life. The actual footage went on for 14 seconds. and the Afghan attacker, the 22-year-old, was stabbing him multiple times for 14 seconds. How many did the British government let in again recently? 26,000. 26,000. That's so graphic, that video. I've never seen anything as horrific as that to watch in the UK. And my heart goes out to the families in West Drayton and everyone else in England who has to live in fear.
That's mental, isn't it?
And a reminder again that when we did the chart on the sexual assaults, the number one crowd was Afghans.
And sexual assaults and fighting people, you know?
That's horrendous. That poor man was literally out walking his dog, 49 years old. Then there was a second man, 45, was taken to hospital with life-changing injuries, and a boy, 14, was also injured. So that's 3 people by one man.
That's mental, isn't
No.
it? So
Yeah.
there's 4 of them. There was a 16-year-old kid as well, wasn't there?
Not in that. That's not in the write-up. There's just 3 of them.
There was just 3 of them, was there? Jesus.
Yeah, but it's enough. It's enough. And actually, when you're talking about Afghan, there's another video there. It's 47 seconds. It just says Afghan asylum seeker.
Okay. I know a person got insurance quote, they shopped around and they found the insurance company took 300 off the lowest quote they got, and the insurance company said, we will be able to offer you that. It's a con. I know. Yeah. I drove from Cork to Drogheda. I'd say.
Yeah.
We're
the same. We pay over a tenner when we go back to Cavan, because we've 2 on the way up, 2 on the way back, and I think we've one in the Sky. You know, I think we've one of them as well.
Brian went to give support to our people on hunger strike. Okay, the day 40 today, I think. I don't know, lads. I just don't know. We'll talk about it later on in the show. There's just a few things not adding up for me, you know what I mean? So them tolls have been paid for a long ago. It's overseas. It's French who own it, isn't it? Canada private company.
Yes, it's another company, yeah.
French Canadian,
and they're making millions upon millions.
The East Link Bridge opened in 83 and was supposed to be a toll bridge for 10 years. Yeah. What's this? As far as I know, Glenn Moore is still doing his thing. Was talking to him the other night. I was actually talking to him myself on Monday night. Yeah.
Glenn is grand. Yeah, it's grand. He just took a bit of a step back, but he's grand.
Yeah. Englishman got gutted for one.
That's what we just featured there. Yeah. So just play that other video there on the Afghan as well.
What was the other one you said?
It says Afghan asylum seeker.
That's the one I just played.
No, there's another one.
Hold on then, let me see. Have I got this here?
It's a man in a blue jumper.
It's just the fella that went back after 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's it.
You will not believe this. An Afghan man who goes by the name of DG Osama is granted asylum in the United Kingdom because he said Afghanistan was too dangerous for him. And then what does he do? He goes on holiday to Afghanistan for 8 weeks. He even boasts on his social media about all the wonderful things he's getting up to in Afghanistan. This is totally ridiculous. Men like this are laughing at our country, and it's got to stop. How about we send him on a permanent holiday to Afghanistan and deport him? If it's good enough for Germany to deport people back to Afghanistan, it should be good enough for this country too.
That's exactly the same as how we have. I had the guy reach out to me, or the person that reached out to me, the security guard, I think it was, in that loan. gave us graphic detail that the women from Ukraine are going on 3 and 4 different holidays a year, the ones that work in the iPass centres. That was actually shared. Somebody cut that and shared it in the States. So it's been watched in America as well. So people have seen that clip. So,
yeah,
that video
amazing
was
war,
horrible.
isn't it, when you can hop over and back?
Yeah, that video was horrible. The poor man, apparently the Afghan was living in a house of multiple occupants. They said the 14-year-old didn't have life-changing injuries, but I would say witnessing anything like that would change your life, yeah. Paul, where is all the trolls lately? You must have a dick long, and whoever else there is. I'm going to be honest, Ken, they know not to annoy us anymore. We've seen through all their crap, so that's why I won't talk about any of the idiots anymore. We know who they are, you know what I mean? And I just banned them from the studio.
One person is behind it.
One, yeah. I won't tell you who.
But Paul, you can just look
guess.
forward to when you meet that person. You can have a little word with him.
Yeah. The kingdom of heaven can be.
You can say it to his face.
I will, no problem. I've no problem saying anything to anyone's face, to be honest with you. Okay? The kingdom of heaven can be compared to living in which woman took and hid in 3 measures until it was all level. Alfie, I'm not getting that script. That's cryptic. Get the fuck out of Ireland. Yeah. A horse walks into a bar. The barman says, "Why the long face?" Sorry. Okay. We are flooded by Ukrainians too. Yeah, there's 200,000 of them.
Yeah.
They're living the lap of luxury.
And they're hopping over and back as well.
Driving their new cars, not taxed, not insured, lads, come on.
And getting everything paid for.
Wake up and smell the coffee here, will yous? Wake up and smell the coffee. He who has ears to hear, let them hear. Yes, exactly. If pepper spray is illegal, why are Gardaí using it? Yeah, exactly. Back on their holidays to get cosmetic surgery done too. Yes. There's no war in Afghan. I know, I was there. Fair play to you. Yeah. And the government wanted us to house migrants. Yeah. People that were getting killed. Yeah. As they say in London, Ali Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Anyone going to Misha Erna Saturday? I can't make Misha Erna, but I will be.
But if you're able to go, the last event was fantastic. So definitely go and support if you can.
Yeah, but hang on, wait, let's throw this up. I need to just throw this up. Oh God, where is it? This one. Was it me or? Oh, into mine. I put up a post yesterday. Okay, just gonna share it there now. I'm gonna share this one first. All right. Let's see it there. I'll share this one. This is Councillor Orla Kamemi. This is him here. You'll see this, lads. I hope you can see it. I'll read it out for you. Councillor Orla Kamegni. He is the Deputy Lord Mayor of Cork. So he put up this thing, Feck Fascism, Ireland Against Racism, Carnival, Saturday, November 4th, Grand Parade, 2:30. Cork says no to racism, no to fascism. Join us next Saturday for the Anti-Racism Carnival, a celebration of unity, peace and respect for all. Far-right violence has no place in Ireland. Thanks to the Garda for defending safety and democracy. We are one, stand strong against hate. Okay. So I don't know whether you can read this here. Well, I'll make it bigger. Hang on. Yeah, you can read it there now, can't you? So people got on to me and we were talking about this and people just asked, are we going to go down? So this is what I put up yesterday. Everyone who didn't get tickets from Misha area are heading to Cork because a lot of people are heading to Cork. Thanks to Councillor Honor, we're all heading down for the carnival. It should be epic. Bring your tricolours as it's an anti-racism carnival, a celebration of unity, peace and respect for all. I wonder what these far-right guys look like. They sound scary. Cheers, Councillor. That's what I put up. So that's how they're getting 12,000 views. So, lads, we should have Anita, can't wait to see you, bud. The bigger numbers than the rally, it seems. Yeah. So, That's what we're doing. We're going to go to Cork Saturday. I'm going to drop down and see this councillor. Fair play to him for organising this because it's the carnival. We'll all head down and we'll see how we get on. So, yeah, thanks for that, everyone. So that's where, yeah, contact me on the show number there for more details if you want there, people. So let me just make this smaller because it's at 150%. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks to Honor commend me.
They're very kind, really, so they are. Very considerate.
Dodgy box users are to be fined in the post next year. No court, 5k fine. When they raid to get your details and IP and you're done, I've not got a dodgy box. Apparently, there was a post put out this evening that they were going around Snowdrop or up in Darndale, scanning houses or whatever. I don't know. But listen, let's be honest about it, people. Sky charge you colossal money, 100 quid a month. Okay?
Yes.
If you get the full package and you want to get all the football matches, you're probably talking 130 quid a month. Okay? If somebody comes along and offers that to you for 90 quid a year, would you not take it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I know.
You know, they have you priced out of the market for that. And then when you go for an alternative, they stop the alternative, so you have to go back paying them. People should just boycott Sky and just say, listen, I'm not... Like, if you look at, okay, Virgin Media, take Virgin Media, for example. Okay, Virgin Media, you start off with them, you open a new account, you get it for 55 quid a month. Everything included. Okay, your dodgy box. Wireless, your broadband for 55 quid a month. Then after a year, that goes up to 99 quid a month. Okay? For 55 quid. I know it was this, I know it was that. Can you do me a deal? Yeah, I know. Can you do me? The man's outside for the dodgy boxes. Excuse me. But then they tell you, no, we can't do you a deal. I should even drop it down to 70 quid. You know, drop it down to 70 quid or something, and they won't do it. So you end up cancelling it.
Yeah.
And then your wife or your partner or whoever you are gets it for 55 quid. Like, and then they pay the cost of taking back the equipment and sending out new equipment. It's just
I know, it's ridiculous.
It makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense.
We got rid of Sky. We had Sky for years.
If you read Luke chapter 22, verse 36, we are told to carry swords. Paul, what goodies are you giving out to all the trick-or-treaters that knock on the door tomorrow night? Any chance of Charlotte and Teresa Cal from Ireland against fascism knocking at the door? Doubt it very much. I'd love them to. I really would. I saw a great one last year. Someone had a nun in a wheelchair sitting in the garden last year. Did you see it? Yeah, it was sent to me there a while ago. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, the kids just get whatever. They just get thrown out. There's bags made up there, and the bags just get given to them. There's probably 40 bags there. So, yeah. Nothing but repeats and wasting money. Yeah, I know. But like the dodgy boxes are grand. You get all the movies, you get everything. Like if you like the Sky Store, you have to still buy shit out of it. You know, funding overpaid foreign footballers. Yeah, now you have it. 99 quid to watch footy. Just watch the highlights. Yeah, but it's 99. It's 90 quid a year. It's not. You know what I mean? Like for the year with the Sky, you'd probably end up paying 1,500 quid for the year. You know, it makes no sense. They said years ago that the TV license fans would know we were watching any tune. They can't. The technology isn't able to detect this. Yeah, I remember them saying that years ago. They used to show things with the things spinning around. Oh, we know where you're at. Bullshit. Sky, no, thank you. First stick all the way. Yeah, fair play to you. Egg time tomorrow night. Yeah. We should be reading our Bibles and grow closer to God. Yeah, people should be. Got rid of Sky, all them robbers a long time ago. Prime is only $6.99 a month, cheaper than shitty Netflix, double that. Yeah. Who needs Sky when you have YouTube's very own Richard and Judy on?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, is it?
there was there another so-called Halloween parade in Dublin put up by the Chinese this year? I don't know. I pay 60 quid a year. I could never afford 100 a month.
Yeah,
That's too bad.
John,
It's cold for me. Yeah, John. Yeah, exactly. But it means you can get cold for the rest of the year then, John, as well. You're not paying 100 quid for Sky. You know what I mean? I agree. And Paul and Orla. yeah. But yeah, that was the Honor Kamembe one. He's a good guy, I have to say. But yeah, bring your flags, people. And what I will say is, drive down. If you can carpool. You know what I mean? I would. I'll be heading down. So if anyone needs a lift, give me a shout. You know what I mean? So I'll be going down on my own. So yeah, there's room for 3. So
any women available, Paul is giving lifts. Or any gay men, Paul is giving lifts.
Yeah. Drop it all in there, will you?
And then if he's not on the show on Sunday night, we know something has happened to him. We'll put out one of those like Amber Alert. Yeah. Has anyone seen Paul Fitzsimons seen travelling to Cork with a load of women? Has disappeared off the face of the earth.
Went to a carnival in Cork, never seen again.
Never seen
Antifa
again.
ate me. Antifa ate me. Yeah, I'm gonna dress up as Antifa. No. I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna stick on my Irish hat for diversity and against racism. That's we all should be there for that.
Hey,
you know
Paul,
I mean?
just bring a flag and dress up as the far right. They're very scary.
Orla, there you go. You could dress up as the far right. Yeah. What do they look like? But is it the guys with the flags? Yeah, definitely.
And you know, it's the mothers, the fathers, the grandparents, the very scary people. Yes, that's who the dangerous far right is. Yeah.
Yeah. There's loads of these sent to me there. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And come here, there's a couple of screenshots we want to go through as well.
And
around Hal is featured in one of them as well. We'll have to have a little word about him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have a look at that in a minute, Drew. And just let's get Orla out of the way first. Oh, you sent me on that one. That's your man born in somewhere, is it?
Who? What?
In Italy.
Oh yeah, that's at the end. Yeah, but there's a couple of screenshots that are up above.
I know that. Yeah, I'm looking at them, but I'm just pulling this down before I go any further.
Oh yeah, that was pulling the video down, Paul.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Could you imagine if we do mugs on this show for merchandise? What'll be on them?
Well, I'll be doing them, so I'll have whatever I want on them. Simple.
Orla, I'm the boss.
Paul, can you get it up there now, please? Yeah. Okay, let's. I did speak about touched on this a while ago, didn't we? But let's just put this screenshot up there now. There you go. How drivers convicted of sex attacks slipped Ireland's taxi vetting. Licensed cabs are seen as a safe option, but 70 passengers reported being raped or sexually assaulted between 2017 and 2023. Wow. This is from Taxi Dave. Okay.
Did I send that to you?
You did, yeah?
No, I don't remember that.
When I first started driving a taxi, rapes were almost unheard of in the industry. But now we have had 70
that's from
odd
Taxi
rapes.
Dave, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've had 70 odd rapes in the last 8 years. Now, it was up to 2023, so it was 6 years. What could possibly be the fact that is causing rapes to go through the roof in the taxi industry? Thanks for that, Taxi Dave. Fair play to you,
that's Taxi Dave over next.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. As I said, I was talking earlier about, I don't know whether you were on, Dimple Dempsey done a video, D Dempsey done a video last year or the year before, and I think there was 19 either Pakistani men, Indian men, or coloured men had committed these rapes. Now, I might have been looking through, I'm going to be honest, I Googled it earlier on, and I've gone through Google, and I'm being honest with you, I can only find 2 foreign nationals, but I found 5 Irishmen. Why are they not showing you the foreign men? Like seriously, like I've looked.
Well, it's the same as any other news article where a man is all that's mentioned, and we know who the man is.
Well,
Not Irish
okay,
anyway.
Raymond Shorten last year. He was done last year. There was 2 women raped by him, and then it came out that he had sexually or raped a 7-year-old girl as well. Okay, he was the Irish man. His name was Shorten. There's another one there. Rapist who posed as taxi driver, jail for 19 years. That was in 2023. And he's a foreign national. Liviu Tunu, who was working for a takeaway, drove a woman to a dark, isolated location before attacking her. He pretended he was a taxi driver. And then you have, taxi driver accused of raping woman in the back of a car in Dublin. This was the 24th of the 8th, 2022. I'm going to share this. Hang on. I might as well share it. Let's just all see it. Now, if you see the heading there, taxi driver accused of raping woman in back of car in Dublin. Okay, that was the 24th of August, 2022. A Dublin taxi driver has been accused of raping a young woman passenger in the back of his car. The man in his late 40s, who cannot be named for legal reasons, why not, appeared before Judge Patricia Cronin. That's the woman that I was in front of at the district court on Wednesday. Following directions from the prosecutor, Gardaí charged him for raping the passenger in her early 20s. Now, why isn't he being named? You know, that's that one. And then we have sexually assaulting female passenger. There, this one here. Taxi driver jailed for sexually assaulting female passenger. That was the 11th of October, 24. A taxi driver who repeatedly sexually assaulted a young woman he was driving home. Navida Rana, there you go, Indian, told the victim to sit in front of the seat before he drove. Okay. So, we're after getting kicked off Facebook there, by the way, people. Just popped up in front of me there. But Naveed Rama, Indian. Okay. How come I can only find 2 foreign men out of all of these? Well, 3 with the fella that can't be named. Which is the information. If anyone else can find out for me, I think I'll reach out to Dee myself and ask her for that video. I might still have the video there. But 19, I think she read out from 2017 up until 2023. Yeah. So 19, that is. But yeah, the taxis, that's it. You know, taxis are not safe anymore. You know what I mean? Remove.
Well, we were saying here, go with an Irish taxi.
The what?
Go with an Irish taxi.
Yeah, but what happens is we don't know. People don't know Irish taxis. You know what I mean? Okay, you listen. 9 out of 10 taxis are 9 out of 10.
You've got your local taxi rank,
foreign nationals,
right? You've got your local taxi rank. You can ring them, and then you're more than likely going to know by looking in the taxi, you know, who's driving it, whether they're foreign or whether they're like Irish.
Yeah.
And just
see what happened a couple of years ago. Women
with an Irish taxi driver wherever possible.
Well, women didn't want to. You know, I knew women a couple of years ago, who would go down the rank until they got an Irish taxi driver.
Yeah.
And some of the Irish taxi drivers put flags on their cars, little Irish flags, so people would know them. Yeah. And they were told to take them off. They were told to take them off.
Yeah. Remember we said that to Neil Murray about it as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My dad used to have a set of Irish things over his mirrors.
Yeah. There's a guy here in Carlow, an Irish taxi driver, and he has like I think it's the flag or something like that on his taxi. So he has.
Yeah, well, there you go. Those statistics are far higher. Majority go unreported. Yeah, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
The majority of everything goes unreported. It's a good noise. Yeah, right, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. What was it? God on it. God on it. If I was in the car with Paul, there could be a carnival before we get to Cork. There's only room for one person, Siobhan, so okay, you're on.
There's not much wrong with him now, Siobhan. He's sprung to life, so he has. He was dying there a few minutes ago, now he's all right.
It's not left to be right. It's a spiritual battle. Satan is running the earth, and God's children are trying to open eyes to salvation, Jesus Christ alone. Any chance of getting Philip Dwyer on? He's caught up with the state again. Yeah, listen, I'll reach out to Phil and have Phil on one of the evenings. Yeah, that's no problem. Phil must be very busy. He does his own podcast and everything else now, you know. But yeah, I will reach out to him. Ono Sullivan, great that all nationals are going to the anti-racist rally on Saturday. Yeah, fair play to everyone who is heading down. There's a lot of people actually in Cork who are going to go. Yeah, thank you very much. There was a woman in Labour assaulted by migrant in Italy. He posed as a nurse. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Didn't hear about that now.
He's still trying for a taxi license, Paul. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. I passed the industrial part, but that part is just the knowledge of the roads. Like, seriously, I'm a dub. You know what I mean? How do these fellas coming into the country only 3 weeks know the roads better than me? Like, you know what I mean? So,
and how do they pass a taxi license test for 30%? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
That's what we have been told. Yeah, we have been told that.
Night, Mark.
Yeah.
Siobhan.
Right, take it easy. What did Siobhan say?
No, somebody's after laughing at Siobhan's comment.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Mark Sullivan, ask yourself, why is God so far from your hearts that you care not to speak of him? I always speak of God. Listen, I wear the Blessed Virgin all the time around my neck. So listen, I wouldn't go to mass all the time, but listen, I go when I need to.
Yeah.
Would you be racist if you asked to have an Irish taxi driver? This is what they're saying. Yeah, this is what they're saying. You should wait for hours before you get an Irish taxi driver. There's that as well. Yeah, there's that as well. Christopher, Dennis, who cares what you're called as long as you're safe? Yeah. I'd rather be called a racist than raped. Yes, fair play to you, Anne-Marie. You're right.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand is you don't have to get into the first taxi. You can go along that rank. It's your right to do that.
Yes, it's your right to choose.
I don't care what anyone says.
Your money. Yeah, you're paying for it.
They can get out of the car and say, no, I am here. And I've often heard the black guys getting out and the Indian guys. And I've seen women just going down the rank and are you Irish? Are you Irish? Are you Irish? Probably go down to the fifth one. And the managers take her. And they'd be all giving out. Oh, you shouldn't be taking it. But you should be. It's your right to pick whatever taxi you want. You know what I mean? If they're all shit heap taxis there. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The only ones driving new taxis now are foreigners. And that's it. They're getting grants off the government and everything else. And it's making life really easy for them, you know? As I said, I drove through that iPass centre up at the top of the N32, the Holiday Inn. And I counted 12. The day I did it, I counted 12 taxis in the car park. You know, only in the country. Please get Gavin Pepper on the show also, Paul. I will, no problem. Gavin's always saying to come on and then he forgets and, you know. Paul, will you do a run to the airport for 20 quid? Thanks. Paul, in Dublin, I think it would be great if female taxi drivers only take female passengers. That's another good thing as well, yeah. You know, listen, not all taxi men are. I'm not saying anything wrong about taxi men. I know my dad's a taxi man, my brother's a taxi man. Please God, I'll be a taxi man. Gavin's a taxi man. You know, everyone has good hearts, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, there is some people out there who take, you know, who do stupid things and horrible things, you know what I mean? And it tarnishes everyone. But at this moment in time, it's a big foreign cohort that is doing this. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Like, the stats don't lie. People who depend on taxi should have a list of Irish drivers on their phone, different times, different rules. Yes. Yeah. But what's happening is now with these new apps, you can see who's coming. Oh, Mohammed is 10 minutes away. Buddha is bleeding 8 minutes away. And they're all coming to get you. You know what I mean? And there's no Irish fellas. You know what I mean? Because they can't afford to run the taxis as many days as they have. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. You're right. And safety. Yes, it is. Grant, Good and Paul, you might have the Frankenstein variant of COVID. It's all over the news. Yeah, of course I have. There's no such thing.
It's called the bullshit variant.
Remember years ago? But you remember years ago, your man used to be on, what was his name? The comedian fella. He used to do Basildon Bond, and he used to have the puppet. Remember Lenny the Thing, you know what I mean? And he'd be slapping the thing, and people going, oh, and the audience, he'd go, it's a puppet, it's a puppet.
Oh, Brian.
That's what COVID is.
Brian
Conlon.
Brian Conley. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a puppet, yes. Brian Conley, yeah.
Yeah. But that's exactly what COVID is. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? That's what that reminds me of.
Well, every variant from now on is just called the bullshit variant.
Your phone would be non-stop if you were a taxi driver
Oh,
around
sorry,
Dublin.
I forgot the real new variant. It's called It's a Cold.
That's what I have. Now you have it.
Mm.
People keep sharing it out there. We're up to 800, 900 nearly
Right.
there now at the minute.
Yeah. Right, well,
There's
let's
that 50 dub.
let's get back into it.
Let's get back into
We
it.
get
Okay,
into the screenshots. The first one I want you to do is kids trafficked, and then the one under that, so we can talk about our owl pal.
Kids trafficked. Hold on now. I'm having one from Newry.
Look, hold on. See, kids trafficked. That is what you're looking for.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that one, and then underneath it.
Kids trafficked to Ireland to be reunited with dad. A man has been jailed for trafficking 2 children who are now in the asylum system to Ireland through Dublin Airport on a flight from South Africa via Paris. Andre Nasumbi, 51, who was a resident of Brazil but is of Angolan origin, appeared before the criminal court this afternoon.
That's all there is on that now. And then this is the other separate one. Now you can read through it.
Is this Judge Nolan again?
Yes, it is. Our old pal.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Yes. And
a man had 3 hours of child sex abuse videos on phones. A Bolivian man who was found in possession of images of child sex abuse has been jailed for 15 months. Roma Huerta, 30, who has addressed in Wilman Lane, Dublin 2, pleaded guilty to counts of possession of child pornography and distribution for material. As you can see there, Judge Nolan.
Now, I forgot to put in some writing. So, this is from Judge Nolan, right? He mentioned in it that jail would be difficult. That's why he gave him the 15 months.
Yeah. I'm just laughing. My dad's at the coming in. He's watching the show inside. And he said the judge just took the phone off your man and told him he was free to go. I'd say the judge has all them images pulled down onto his laptop. I'm being honest with you.
But he actually, this is what he actually said. He said that's why he only gave him 15 months, because he said jail would be difficult for him because he's a foreigner. Now, as I said in my post, I wouldn't be one bit concerned about prison being difficult for him. I sincerely hope it is. I'm more worried about the horrific abuse of children in these videos and in these photographs. I mean, what the hell is going on in this country that Judge Nolan is getting away with this continuously?
He looks
if
like
that
a
was
nonce,
any other job, he'd be sacked, he'd be arrested, and he more than likely would be sent to prison because there's something going on. There's something not right with what he's getting away with. To actually say jail would be more difficult. I think the likes of these people, there's only one thing that should be done for them. It's called medieval torture. They're great. They had great ideas back then.
Castration. That's what you want. Castration.
Hung, drawn, and quartered. And everything else that goes along with it. Do you know? Something seriously needs to be done with Judge Nolan. That he is continuously getting away with this. And letting every rapist and paedophile off.
While locking up people for waving flags
no tax.
And no tax, no insurance, no anything else, bullshit.
Yeah. It's absolutely he was more worried about the foreigner going into prison. You should be more worried about the children in the videos and what's been done to them.
Nolan is a pedo. Well,
there's something wrong somewhere.
Hung, drawn, and quartered is right.
Look at medieval tortures. They had great ideas back then. That should be brought in for paedophiles and rapists and murderers.
But why is Judge Nolan worried about foreigners going into our prisons that it's going to be really hard for them? Any of our people get locked up in any of these foreign prisons, they're left in hellholes for years.
Yeah, I know.
The judge doesn't give a shit.
No.
You break the law of this country, you have to pay the price the same way as we have to and everyone else. There was another one here last week where, I don't know whether you've seen it, a video going around of a man reporting to the guards that this old man was carrying a blade. Oh, well, that's his religion. He said, but that's not all right. He said, like, if I was carrying a blade, but that's not your religion. He said, that's not an excuse, he said. And it was just crazy, right?
Yeah, I know.
the tree and a good nylon rope. Now you have it, Christine. Now you have it. I'm not condoning it, but fair play to you for coming up with that. These people have been brought here to ruin this country, to bankrupt us and bring in their laws and religion. Our government have sold out. Dark forces are in control of this country. I believe you, Mark.
Well, there's a video now under the Judge Nolan talking about Sharia law. I mean, this is what I laugh at with people. It's like, we say stuff and we're accused of lying. Like, they're out there in the videos saying it all. Like, we're not making this crap up. They're actually physically going out and saying it.
Yeah, Fionnuala, prison is meant to be hard. Exactly, Fionnuala.
Hard. And over 60% are all foreign in a prison, because I know that for a fact. I know a prison warden.
Yeah, the KJV Bible is to carry swords and for protection, people. Yeah. So you said Ireland can carry a knife. Oh, do you know something? Fair play to you. I think that's Anne. Fair play to you, Anne. She's on the ball. I think that's the video of this fella carrying the knife, yeah.
Take it out. What I saw it. Take it out.
But this is another one.
What's this, brother?
Okay. This is another one here now, so I'm just going to share this. This is another one that was sent in, so I'm just going to play this. 2 minutes, we'll be back.
What's that? What's this, brother? The golden. The golden. Look, the golden there. Look. Now lift up and show me what that is. Don't come any closer to me. Show me that. What's that? A knife. Why are you carrying a knife? Why do you have a knife? You have a knife?
One can walk around with a knife because it's your religion. So we all have a bell out your religion, let carry a knife around our kids are unsafe. Just so you feel all right, mate, kiss me ass, man, will you? And we're the ones to blame, it's our fault, like. We're the animals, man, don't let them walk around with a knife, you know? It's how long you live for, so. Yeah, exactly. How long you live for, you know the rules. You can't walk around with knives, because it was me.
Same religion.
Yeah, so you carry knives.
Do you have a leg on your?
Oh, you're not practicing it, but you carry the same religion. You don't carry knives around. He's not carrying knives around. Because if we carried knives around, that was my knife. That was my pocket where we would be. People don't feel comfortable letting their kids play on the road. We can't even let our kids walk around on the road, mate. Bro, yeah, you walk some kids. Your kids feel safe, but my kids don't feel safe, man. Because they have a foreign man walking around with a knife that speaks no English, man. Like, are you, there's something wrong with your head, man. How much he's not going to harm anybody? He's carrying an illegal weapon around in a state. He's not going to harm you. See, use our logic, man. Last 2 months. I'm living here since it opened, mate. Yeah, and I haven't seen this fella once. So what are you talking about? Well, how it works. I'm saying if that, like your colleague just said, if that was me with that blade, where would I be sitting now? In the back of that car, mate. You know that's a fact. Like.
Yeah, I understand that as well, but obviously just different cultures.
He's brown. So what you mean? There's different cultures, mate. That's ridiculous. Don't give me that, mate. Come on, please don't give me that.
Well, there's different cultures and religion. People have their religious beliefs.
So that means I don't carry a blade around because it's a religious belief, man.
When you leave Ireland to go on holidays, you stop being. I'm assuming you're Catholic.
I'm 100% Christian.
Do you stop being a Christian when you leave the country?
No, but I don't carry blades around. Yeah. So that's the excuse I'm making for him, mate.
I'm not making an excuse for him, but obviously people have their religious beliefs. That is.
But there's the knife. Just have the knife. Is it going to an evidence bag? Is it? Do you know what I mean?
We're here.
I don't understand. Well, no one's being smart.
Yeah,
I'm not being. God, I'm not being smart with you. I'm not being smart with you. I haven't been smart with you once. Do you know what I mean? So.
Okay.
But he obviously looked at me as a threat.
You know what I do when someone approaches me with a knife?
Yeah, you clocked him a box.
You retreat.
That's what he did there. He was on the phone to me. He rolled up and caught me, and I ran up.
You're muted.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for sending that in. We were getting an echo there as well because we're playing through this and the mic. So thanks for sending that too. But
did you ever hear such nonsense? It's their religion. That's why they're carrying a knife around.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But I got to be honest with you. In Turkey, they're allowed to stab you from the waist down. It's not a crime. It's not punishable. They don't charge it. If somebody gets stabbed in the legs or the arse, or it's not a punishable crime.
Well, hold on a minute. Can we not do the same thing? Because we could say we're there. You know, the reason we need to carry it is for the loaves and the fishes.
Yeah, bullshit like that. Yeah, of course. But you don't need a butter knife for that. Will the Garda accept
We use that
responsibility
excuse.
for someone being stabbed? I don't think they will. Sheepdog, good evening, lads. Just heard about Nolan again. Serious question needs to be asked of that judge as to his sentence. It looks very sus.
But there's hardly any of us.
Or what?
There's very few of us calling him out. Only a handful of us are calling him out.
Ken Donnelly, Paul, can you get DJ Carey on the show to teach us a trick or two? Yeah, he's good, isn't he? Yeah, typical bully boy Garda. Yeah.
I'm just
And
laughing
what happens then? What? Go on.
I'm just laughing here. Fire Stick TV must be watching the show because I'm after seeing a load of requests after coming into my Facebook. Must be watching the show. Look,
he'd be selling off everything.
We were after giving them free advertisement.
Yeah, yeah. What's this now? Typical bully boy Garda tactics. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then what happens, I'm going to be honest with you, lads. I'm not going to say, I'll talk to you again about it, but I'll be releasing a video now shortly once this court case is finished, and you'll see the bully boy tactics in full. As I walked away, I get punched 3 times in the back, and yeah. Take a good hard blackthorn stick when you're out for a walk. It's Irish, it's our tradition. Or a hurl. Bring a hurl and slither witches.
Exactly.
No problem. Where are you going? I'm going to bang this off the wall. Yeah. How are you, sheepdog? That Garda is a fool. Try going to Saudi Arabia and wear the cross and see how you get on. Exactly.
Exactly, Christine.
I have a lump hammer in the car. Yeah. Joan, are you going to say that to God when you stand before him? I don't know what that was, WF Club.
Yeah.
I know it's off topic, but how the hell did they convict that fireman in America? Yeah. I don't know either. I was looking into that case as well. Did you watch it? Did you watch any of it?
Why? What happened? Didn't even hear about it.
Is he from Donegal or somewhere? The fireman that was convicted of rape in America the other day. It was all over the news and everything else.
I don't watch the news.
He didn't touch her. That she came back to the room with somebody else, and he legged it to give them privacy, like, you know what I mean? And he came back. When he came back, he came back about 2 hours later, and he got into his bed, and it seems she got into bed beside him, or something. I don't know what exactly happened.
Mm-hmm.
But the DNA said different. I don't know, but I didn't think he would have been convicted, to be honest with you. Who says God's a man? Well, he kind of is, isn't he? See, DJ Carey is in a hospital, 2 6 to a 10 sentencing or some bullshit. Yeah. Here, Paul, I'm a Catholic. My 9mm Armalite is part of my religion. Imagine the Irish walking around carrying pistols, scary times ahead. Here the Garda making excuses for them. But they won't make excuses for us. You know? Like, I won't even say I got caught. I should have never been arrested that day. You know what I mean? It was an illegal search. It was illegal everything. You know what I mean? So
all you were doing was taking posters.
But they said they caught me with a knife. That was their case. Oh, we caught him with a knife. You didn't catch me at all. It was in me bag.
Yeah, but you were taking out posters.
When I got back.
It was a pen knife.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but these fellas are allowed to walk around in their religion. Show them, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. The guards are it's gone ridiculous. DPP loving needs to be changed. It's the High Court ruling that lets first offenders off with phone filth. Is that what it is, 420 odd? It's okay. It's already in. There's a precedent set. But these precedents that are set can be broken again. Another precedent can be put in there. You know, there's far too many of these people getting convicted here. You know what I mean? Like, you look at this 5 years ago.
Is that saying that a paedophile can get off on the first offence? Is that serious? Is that real?
Yeah, on the phones, yeah.
They could have hundreds of images. This is a huge, this is massive abuse of children. Horrific abuse of children. How the hell is that allowed?
They haven't abused anyone. They haven't, the way they look at it now, they haven't actually abused anyone.
They're part of it. They're sharing videos. They're sharing photographs.
Yeah. But the fact that they have these images on their phones,
they
must know where they're getting. Exactly. They may as well be doing it.
They're doing
if there was nobody to have them.
They're sharing it around. People are playing the images.
Exactly. If there was nobody watching these videos
being abused.
Exactly. These people should be dealt with exactly the same way as the people who have done these videos. I'm sorry.
Right, I'm writing that tomorrow. I'm
Yeah.
livid.
Yeah. You're on that
That's
tomorrow. Are you
actually
all
made
a
me
fair play
sick
to you?
to my stomach there now.
That'll be one of the slogans on the things. I'm on it. On your one, we put a picture of you with I'm on it
Yeah.
for the merch. Yeah. There was DNA. How can you rape someone and leave no DNA? There was no DNA. Yeah. How can you rape
If they use
someone
a
and leave
condom.
no DNA?
If they use a condom.
There's still sweat. They still get. They will. Yeah. Come on.
Depends. Yeah.
Two DNA profiles inside. Okay, so there was two. Bit like Nikita Hand, was it? My wife followed the case and reckons the fireman. I followed it a bit as well. I watched it and I said it that he was, yeah. Sarah Ryan from Gript mentioned that there's a so-called case, DPP versus Loving, which has set the legal precedent for child sex abuse image possession cases. That's a big part of the problem. DPP versus Loving. Okay, let me check that one. Hey, I'm just going to Google that now just to see. This is great, isn't it? Live shows, you can do stuff like this. DPP versus Loving, 2 years. Okay. This is all jargon. This is all code. I'll have a look for it again. I will. I have it there now, so I'm at the typer in there.
Okay.
He got on a plane, though looked suspect. Well, his excuse for that was that he was coming home and anyway, and you know why not? Now, we didn't go to the parade or anything like that. That's what I heard. What he said as well. I don't have a problem with your beliefs. You don't have to push it to people. Okay. Listen, people. God is good. So if people want to talk about God, walk away. I'm not. You know. It's easy to change by law and the doll. They won't because no pressure on them. DJ Carey is using RTA's trick. Yeah. They share it with judge and politicians. That's why. Yeah, you're right, Casper. Are they going to arrest all tradesmen now, Paul? Any reason to abuse is now excusable by the judiciary and the powers that be upon the people. Yeah. God is an energy, a spirit who says he won't come back as a female. God is just a word. Okay. Unfortunately, Paul, you are so right. That's what's happening everywhere. As far as the law is concerned, if they haven't touched a child, it's not a crime. That's exactly it. But I think
like
it
they
should be
are
changed.
part of it. Like it just sick to my stomach over that.
Fair play. One of our mates just came in there. Yeah. And I didn't get it off in time. Let's ban that user. Cheerio, you gobshite.
Well, there's another one to remember now, Paul, that you can have a word with when you see him.
Yeah, it's the same fella. I know exactly who it is.
As we know who it is.
I'll have a word from him, don't you, Woody? Pedo images on phone, watching sports or a movie on a Fire Stick. Exactly. Boom, Charlie. There you have it. You're allowed to have pedo images on your phone, but you're not allowed to watch sports or a movie on your ice Fire Stick.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Luke 11:12. Jesus instructs strong men to carry swords to protect his home. Jesus instructs his disciples to carry swords for dangerous times ahead. No better man. Well, Joan, you obviously never read the Bible. Please talk to Jesus Christ. Guys, let's not keep going on about Jesus Christ, will we? Please.
Right, let's go back and start to put up some more stuff because it's 10:30 now.
Yeah. Jesus, we're up to flying here now, people.
Yeah, there's the Sharia law. There's the Sharia law, and then underneath it then is one in Portugal. And then I have another video later on, and it's needs to be played. It's very upsetting, but needs to be put out.
We're up to 1,000 there, people. Keep sharing it out there. We've another 3/4 of an hour left to go, and we've a good few things to talk about. What did you want to go with, the Sharia law one?
So Sharia law, and then underneath it then is the Portugal one. So we'll get them two out of the way.
Well, I have 2 videos there as well. Gavin from Tusla today, and I also have Ferg from Tusla today. I want to play them in the next few
Right, we'll
minutes.
get them fired out then.
Okay, so I'm going with Sharia law first, am I?
First, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What message do you want to give to the far right people? The message I want to give to the far right people is we're here to take over your country. You can't stop us. You can try, but we're here to uphold Sharia law, and yeah, that's it.
Mark, Dennis just put up that Sharia law only applies to Muslims. Yeah, you're right. But at the rate they're converting people in England and Ireland, it's going to be, listen, let's be honest about it. It's going to be our kids that are affected by this. My kids and my grandkids. They marry a Muslim man, or they're with a Muslim man, they're going to be forced or told what to do. That's what happens. And unfortunately, this is what happens with Irish women. And I'm sorry to have to say it, there's some of the women that are with these men are not very attractive now, I have to say. You know what I mean? And whether that's a thing or not, I don't know. These black fellas come over, these Indians come over, they marry them, they get citizenship, and then they throw them to the wayside and they start doing whatever they want to do. They're already citizens then. But this is what's happening in this country. You know what I mean? But again, as I said, in 20 years' time, my daughter, your daughter, anyone's daughter could start dating a Muslim man. And boom, they're changed. Then your grandkids are Muslim, living in Sharia law. This is what's going to happen. That's what they're brought here for. They're brought here to breed out the population. It's like prima nocte. That's what it's like. What the Brits did, what the English did with the Scottish, the prima nocte, to breed out the firstborn would be English, you know, that sort of way. So that's what's happening, people. You convert or die is in the Quran. Exactly. That's exactly what it is, you know?
Well, I know my choice will be there.
Yeah, but I understand that. But like, as I said, it's not going to be down to us. It's going to be our kids and grandkids that are going to be put through this, because we will never convert.
I'll never convert.
No, most of the paedophiles who look at that kind of abusive tyranny are so more likely to commit those discussions.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it starts, watching things, and then it moves on.
They were all dressed in black and black masks. Listen, Sharia law is coming in here. That's what they're trying to do. We said this earlier. Look at how many councillors are Muslims now, you know? When we're all arguing over migrants, iPad centres are Muslims, the elites are building our digital prison. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, digital ID is on its way.
Well, when you're talking there now, the video actually on the one in Portugal is a ruling that's come in there in relation to the burqas, which I thought was quite interesting.
Yes. Okay.
So Portugal has become the latest country in Europe to call for a new law that will ban the burqa, as well as other Islamic face coverings. Those people who wear it could face fines of up to 4,000 euros. And this follows similar partial or full bans in countries like Austria, the Netherlands, Belgium and France. And indeed, Sweden and Italy are also looking at burqa bans. Now, I don't know about you, but I think the UK should follow these countries. We have to make it clear that Western nations are based on Judeo-Christian foundations, and we are not going to allow the use of the burqa and other religious clothing to undermine the integration and cohesion of our societies. We are also not going to compromise in demonstrating and showing our support for women's rights, individual rights, and of course, the civilized nations that we have built over many centuries. If you think like I do, come and join me at mattgoodwin.org, where we have more than 87,000 daily readers, all looking at what's really happening in politics today. See you there.
Yeah.
But there's more than just Portugal. There's a Denmark as well was looking to ban them as well.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to put this out for a sec. I'll do it again now in a while. Hang on. But we'll put this out now. This is a charity night that's happening.
For a fantastic night of music and dancing, join Shamog Buckley and friends for a big charity concert at the Sally Noggin Inn, Dun Leary, on Tuesday, November the 4th. Enjoy a brilliant lineup of artists, including the legendary Dublin City Ramblers, all coming together in support of the Liberty Soup Run. Your host for the evening is Tommy Kane. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. with the show kicking off at 8:30 sharp. Admission is just €10 at the door, and every euro goes to a great cause. Can't make it on the night? You can still help. Just scan the code at the end of this ad to donate. Join us for great music, good company, and an even better cause. The big charity concert, Tuesday, November the 4th at the Sally Noggin Inn.
Now, that's on Tuesday night. Anyone's for the Liberty Soup Run. If you can help out, they do great work.
Support them. They do fantastic work.
They don't care about the law, what the law is in England. I don't know.
No, they don't. They do their own thing and that's it. Barbie Kardashian love Sharia law.
Like, let's be honest.
Maybe he would want to look it up and then see does he agree with it after that.
Yeah, that's bang on, Patrick Shear's punching Judy, man. That's exactly what he's like. Judy. Remember punching Judy? That's what she looks like.
Who?
Barbie Kardashian.
Oh yes.
Parts of Paris is full on Muslim women wearing burqas. Yeah, 100% ban the burqa and halal meat. Yeah.
100%.
I'll be honest with you. These burqas should be banned here because you're not allowed to wear a helmet going in anywhere. You have to take your helmet off.
Yeah.
How do we know that these women are women? How do we know they're women? All you're seeing is a letterbox. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sharia law is here. Don't think it isn't. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. And Umar al-Dodri is the man who's pushing all of this. I'm telling you. Paul, that's a new one for me. When you call them letterboxes, Paul, took me a day or two to cop on. So that's exactly what they have. You have the letterboxes. I seen a sketch from Harry Enfield. That was classic. I'll show it again one time. Ban them here. Ban who? Ban Islam. Ban them. Yeah. Listen, they're going to take over here. James Bond has me blocked. Think about it, lads. I don't know. James Bond. I see him there. James Bond says, good evening all. Barbie's the most dangerous man in the world, not just Limerick. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm going to wear my balaclava into the bank. See what reaction I will get. Exactly.
Yeah, let's see what had happened there, Michael.
Halal is in the butcher's Ireland. It was in Europe 20 years ago. Halal in all supermarkets here. It is, yeah. I know it is. We all know it is. People up to 1,000 there now. Keep sharing it out there.
We have a couple more videos. Do you want to do the bit on the vaccines? We'll do the last couple of videos.
Yeah, hang on.
You have Gavin's and Ferret as well to do, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I'm gonna go with Gavin's one. Tussler.
I'm going to get a mug done up with Paul. What do I say? Paul has the attention span of a gnat.
Yeah, I have a lot going on in my head. You know what I mean? Enoch Walker's being stripped of more assets. That's disgusting what's happening to him. You should look at the sketch Middle East Enders by Harry Hill. Yeah. I call them slitters because they look through a small slit. Slitters now. Slitters are balls and hurls. You can carry them with you anytime you're going to play a bit of ball. I recommend everybody get a slitter and a ball and a hurl. Was removed midstream. Nothing said. Up to himself, of course. Shawnee Mac was removed midstream. I don't know what the story is. How can you eat a good steak with no blood in it? Nah, not for me, mate. Not for me. Don't ban the burqa until tomorrow. My friend and I are dressing up a burqa like I'm going to walk around their local village to see what the reaction is. Fair play to Siobhan. Are you going? That's tomorrow, yeah. And what are you going to wear Saturday then for the Cork thing? Our crops are grow with pig slurry. Do they know? Yeah, we should be letting them know, shouldn't we? I'm going to play Gavin's one there now, okay? And we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Well, I didn't call this over here to support a peaceful protest. I was called every protest should be peaceful against Tuxla and their failures in state and what happened with that 10-year-old child. Never forget, children in state care are the most vulnerable children in this country. And former Minister for Children, Patrick O'Gorman, was admitted when he was the minister that his department deleted files involving the abuse of vulnerable children in state care that was sent to him by former Judge James Sims. Now, why was he never held accountable for that? And why is it the media and government don't speak out on these things? Also, never forget the article UCD with Jack Power that investigated, that he did into the investigation of children being took out of these homes and the position they're put in. We also the subcontractors getting the work to hire paid staff to look after vulnerable children in state here. So, Sarah, my opinion is vulnerable children in state here, that's the word. They're in state care, they're supposed to be safe. After all the problems that we had with the Catholic Church years ago, and now the media and the government are staying silent on these issues, it's not acceptable. Like, children should be safe. Children, if we're paying taxes, children in state care should be getting the best they can, and they should be not put into vulnerable situations. Like, how can a 10-year-old abscond? You abscond from prison, that's what they say. How can you abscond from state care? And there's always excuses, and I know there's an investigation into it, and that has to take its course. But at the end of the day, we had a man that should have been deported 7 months beforehand. That man had been deported, that incident would never have happened. So there's no excuse. Now, seriously, it's also important to notice, people were called names in this country, including myself, far right, big, all these names. Yet Simon Harris came out yesterday and said, we've too many immigrants in the country, with the illegal immigration that has to be dealt with. So is it okay, in your opinion as a journalist, I know you can't say so, is it okay for Simon to say it, but not for the working class? And now what we're noticing is, there's a lot of people from upper class areas coming out saying these things. Let me tell you something. We don't need upper class people to represent working class people. We need working class people to go run an election, get elected into the government and represent the working class areas we stand for. For too long, we've had upper class people that look down and punch down on working class areas. And the working class areas are the ones that suffer the most. Whether it be for doctors' appointments, schools, places, everything. It's always area-deprived areas that face the problems. And then it's people from upper class areas that come out to protest against us. And then the media, including the Times, the Journal, all these, pull up how they're doing so well and we're so bad. How are we bad? We're just speaking up about our communities. We've a right to have a safe community. I've children, I've 3 daughters. They should be able to go out and wear whatever they want, feel safe, go to school, go out with their friends, and I shouldn't have to worry about that happening to them. And that's for every community. So why is it when we speak out, we're called names? Now I know the staff in there.
Tuxla, I suppose, shortcomings in general, or just in relation to the 10-year-old?
No, this is in relation to Tuxla's failings in state overall. Overall, and the 10-year-old. But this is in relation to Tuxla. He failed as a state body. Like the government, us our taxes pay, right? We pay to look after this thing. We pay all the wages of these people when it gets passed down, right? But yet we hire different subcontractors to carry out the work. Like, let's be honest about what happened in you shouldn't be putting vulnerable children into housing estates, into apartments, without having proper staff to look after them, enough staff. Years ago you used to have 3 staff members for one child. Them days are gone. This is all about money, and the government don't want to spend the money. Like, the working man that gets up in the morning and pays his taxes, what did he get in the budget? Nothing. But yet over 3 billion was put aside to look after asylum seekers.
And I tell you as well, you mentioned Simon Harris and his comments there, so would you welcome what he said about immigration?
Well, it's about time he said it. Yeah, you say welcome. He's only saying it because of the spoiled votes, because the people are speaking out and they're not happy with how the country's run. But you have to remember, his party and all these parties called all the other people that were out protesting names here, which was wrong. I mean, yes, nobody wants to see trouble. Nobody wants to see violence. But here's a simple fact. If a burglar was knocking at your door and threatening you, and a man was threatening at your door, and every day you were ringing the police and the police never came, but yet this man was standing at your door saying, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you, and you're ringing for help, and no help comes. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
And do you think
So
there'd
that's
be more peaceful protests like this that way, you know?
well, look, there needs to be a big peaceful protest at the door. That's what needs to happen. Because the failure of the government, they failed to look after the people. At the end of the day, my taxes and all these people's taxes have bailed out RTA, bailed out the banking sector. You know, and what does it do for us? What does it do for the people? People are fighting to get medical cards, school places. Like, this country is run by a bunch of chancellors, and now they're coming out because they're on the back foot. Will they apologise here? So you say that we welcome Simon Harris. I welcome Simon Harris's and Mary Lewis all their apologies that they owe to working class.
Fucking resignations, never mind their apologies.
They owe apologies.
Or resignations.
That's what they owe. They owe apologies to people.
You were saying you didn't organise it yourself.
No, I didn't organise. I'm just here to support the people protest. And let me tell you something.
Do you know who?
Doesn't matter who
No,
organised
I don't know who organised it. There was a grassroots movement. People thought peaceful protesting, and they've been told to peacefully protest. And this is a peaceful protest, that's quite a look of it. And I will always support the working class communities that call for peaceful protest. I always say, big or small, should go to the dog. But at the end of the day, people have a right to protest in a peaceful manner. So I'm not happy with the way the government treats the people in this country. And you've the focus left opposition now jumping on the bandwagon. At the end of the day, they're all, it's Sesame Street in the dog. It's theatrics. They all act like they're, I see this in the council, they all act like they're against each other. But in the end, their mates having a cup of coffee in the Dáil bar, going to the Dáil bar. My taxes paying is a Dáil bar for politicians to go and have a pint in. Is that where we want that money going now? To what you spent on the bike shed, you overspend on the children's hospital. Where's the children's hospital there? Like, no one ever seems to face that big word, accountability. And Roger O'Gorman should face accountability for his failures. It's about time people start facing accountability. And the failures of Tuskegee has to be called out. It has to be said. And there has to be a proper investigation into it. Because children in state care is
fair play to Gavin there. You know, fair play to him. It was a brilliant what he said. But what I do have to say in it there, like Roderick O'Gorman did delete files.
Yes,
he did delete files. Where's the accountability for that? You know what I mean? And I think it's true what Gavin says. There needs to be a protest at the Dáil, big or small. Take it to the Dáil. It doesn't matter. Go there, do it.
Yeah. Do you remember we went out to support Gavin for the Judge Nolan one earlier on this year? Wasn't it this year?
Judge Nolan one, yeah. There wasn't very many. Many turned up for it, but
well, there was a few hundred.
You know, but that is a few hundred, all right. But
yeah,
listen. People are calling these protests, and other people, other nationalists, are not pushing it. They're not promoting it. They're not even going to them anymore. You know what I mean? It's very wrong. You know what I mean? If you don't like someone, I get you don't like someone, but promote their shit. You know what I mean? Like, we promote everything here. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter whose it is. We promote it here. You know what I mean? And he's right what he says there. Ferg said it as well. Resignations need to happen here. You know what I mean? People need to resign. They need to step down. No confidence in Simon Harris. That went through there brilliant last week. And now there's no confidence in Micheál Martin as well. But of course, they have enough in government. They have the 100 and or the 90 odd or whatever they need. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Well, yeah, we need accountability. That's what I say as well. Wait, I have to go through a couple of these comments. Bear with me. Mary Lou joined the Muslims in praying in Crow Park a while ago. She's not Catholic or Protestant. She doesn't know what he is.
She was reading from the Quran in the Dáil. So, like, what does that say? And she's going wearing a burqa.
Yeah, and this is it as well. Anne-Marie Porson. Why does it matter who organised the protest? I'll tell you why. They want to put a name and a face to their ragtag bullshit magazine that they have or whatever it is. They done it with last Monday. The people of City West put out a thing, and Anthony made up a little poster for them. Killing the Dean. It was sent out to everyone. It got nearly 1 million views, and they blamed Anthony Casey for getting people there last Monday. That's why they want to know who organises these protests. Nobody organises these protests. These are grassroots. They just pop up, and that's what happens. And that's exactly the way it should be, you know. Fair play to him for speaking out. I'm going to be honest, I'll have him on Sunday night. I will. I'll definitely have him on Sunday night. An investigation we need. Yeah. We need a national party in government. Of course we do. We're not going to get a national party in government with all the bickering and shite that's going on with the other parties. I'm being honest with you. You can't have a national party in government if you don't all come together, lads. Simple as that. He's mental, she's mental, he's this, he's that, he done this, he's a vigilante. It's all bullshit, lads. It's all smoke screens, smoke and mirrors just to take your mind off what's actually going on. You know what I mean? Sort your shit out, sit in a room, get it all together, and let's move on from this and create the biggest party in this country. At the moment now, we have 14 or 15. I won't say parties, I'll say micro cults, because that's exactly what they are. They're micro cults, okay? There's no big national party here. IFP was the biggest national party in this country this time last year. Just before the elections, I think we'd 18 candidates. We were pumping out 40%, that we were going to get 40% of the vote. And that dropped drastically come November. Do you remember that, Lord? It went down to 17. All because of one man's antics and one man's bullshit. You all know who it was, so I'm not going to tell you anymore. Here's one, Paul. Apparently in your 50s, you are half as strong as you were in your 20s. I'm 50. I boxed for 12 years. I do weights at home. Still is bullshit. I'd say, yeah, definitely bullshit, Alan, yeah. Yes, fair play to Gav. He's doing a protest at the door. Maybe don't tell the guard of force, they will block you. Listen, yeah, exactly. Just let it pop up. This is what you need to do. It was one Wednesday, and there was about 20 at it. It wasn't. There was more than 20 at it. So, Jesus Christ, we walked up the keys and everything. There was a couple of hundred at it, but the stragglers, there was probably only about 30 or 40 was actually made it to outside the court. Yeah. Hi, Paul and Orla. Protests outside the TDs and ministers' houses, marching up and down the streets. There's absolutely nothing. Make these traitors feel uncomfortable. It's the only way, in my opinion. Barry, I agree with you. But they're going to bring in new laws that's going to stop all that. You won't be able to go near the TD's house or anything else. You know, a good Republican Party we need. Dennis, thought we had a good Republican Party in Sinn Féin, but look how that turned out, you know. Read the book, Daniel, Joel, the Revelation, the KJV Bible. What's that? King James V Bible, yeah, KJ, yeah. It tells all of this coming in end times. They are all on the government gravy train, well said. Or, sorry, yeah, the old game of the voyage, yeah. Well said. Go on, Paul, well said. Thanks very much. To be fair, Paul, the government are spending billions on splitting the nationalist vote, and I still think we will win out. I hope so, but we're not going to win out unless we all come together, lads. I'm sorry, we're not. That's just the way it is. Or else the people who are in the way need to step aside and let the people who really want to take back this country move in and do what they have to do instead of blocking people, you know. If voting made a difference, they wouldn't let you do it. Mark Twain, it's that as well. I'm going to play Ferg's video now. Also from today. Just bear with me then and find it. Yeah, this is from earlier on today. Ferg tells you how it is as well. It's one good thing about Ferg. He doesn't tell lies. He's like myself. Just give me a thumbs up if you can get this, if you can hear this.
The Noel Zone is all still missing. Where are they? You know what I mean? Where's Radical Garment? Where's the accountability for the files he destroyed? There's no accountability in this country, and it's going to keep on happening until we do fucking get accountability and hold these to task, right? They're absolute monsters what that's destroying over. It's absolutely disgraceful, lads. There should be more people here today. Not joke. What happened to that little one up in City West? This is the hill, right? This is the hill. There's no more hills, lads. If we can't protect the most vulnerable in our society, young children and the elderly, look at that report on RTE, what they done. More Africans getting fucking apart with no proper documentation, and are allowed to rape and beat up elderly in homes. This has to stop, lads. Every man worth his salt, right, has to go up out their ass and come and join us in the fight against this government. They're not a government, by the way. They're a criminal cartel, and they need to be removed. Simple as that, okay?
And we've been crying from the rooftops, you know, or the hilltops, or whatever you want to call them, about the lack of men in this country standing up, especially now for the kids. Now, there was a lot of men last week in City West, we have to say that. But overall, it is up to the men now, I suppose, to stand up for your children, Ferg.
Yeah, it's way over time, lads. You're looking at the same people out all the time. All the lads here, all the women here as well. Big props to the women, because they're the backbone of this movement. They're really simple as that. They've been out all the time. Every man worth his salt. Go home and look at your children in their eyes, right? Look at your children in their eyes. This is coming for every fucking one of you, right? What happened to that little girl? If this isn't sorted out and we don't get rid of these out of this country and get them criminals out that door, right, they all have to go.
And that's well said, Ferg. And that you kind of nailed it there, Bert, as well. It's coming for all of us, right? And especially it's coming for those guards who are out there attacking journalists, attacking people, innocent people, peaceful protesters, not the ones that were doing the damage. It's their children going to be affected by this as well.
It certainly is. Because I tell you one thing, I don't know how you sleep at night. I don't know how he's actually got home. Look at your children. And now what's going on in this country that you presided over. You could have stopped this, right? At the start of this, you could have came together and said, fucking no, we're not doing this. These are traitors, right? With the rest of them and that fucking doll and everywhere else. Treasonous traitors. And he's all get what's coming to us.
Well said, Ferg. Thank you very much. Well done. Well done. So, thanks in old zone there.
Protection.
Yeah, it's not going to happen to have a bar and paid for media working for the government, is it?
What company are you with?
Can I ask you something, please?
Yeah,
What company are you?
That's all right.
I don't want to be recorded. You're in public and you're a broadcaster.
Yeah, the reporter came out there, right? I am being nice. The reporter came out there a while ago about, lads, just for a second. The reporter came out about children being trafficked and raped and missing and dead, all on the watch of them scumbags in there, right? Have you looked into that? Have you asked Roderick O'Gorman about deleting files about children in care? Have you looked into that?
I haven't personally, but
no, because you aren't journalists. You're working for the government. Simple as that. You want to get your head out your arse and start doing your job.
What publication are you with? What publication are you? Journalist. You're with the Times. Oh my God. The Irish Times. So, Irish Times, folks.
Ferg, you're so right. RTA do a report about the elderly abuse and nothing happens. Wait for a report about migrants' crime. It's bullshit. It doesn't happen. Paul, the other nationalists seem to have gone very quiet. Do you reckon they listen in every week? I'd say so, yeah. There's a lot of them doing it. I was just watching James Conway there. He's doing stupid live streams. Now, I don't know why he's doing these live streams, but he has Pakistanis on talking shite and he's slagging them off. Different people, black people around the world, and he's yapping to them, and then he goes on, anyone puts in a comment, he's slagging them off. He's just trying to make himself feel relevant, I think, because he's irrelevant now, to be honest with you. The Orla at this stage. You know, the mighty ducks aren't coming to save you, lads. Remember that. You have to save yourselves. These people haven't got your best interest at heart, trust me. But somebody put up a thing there a few minutes ago. Get rid of this government. Get rid of this government. What then, Paul? Well, I'll tell you what then, Paul, is. We have the party there dealing heroin, okay? We have doctors, we've nurses, we've school teachers, we've accountants, all professional people that are in the different councils that we have. We have a load of stuff. We've a load of policies drawn up and the whole lot. So what happens is you get rid of these, then you move a doctor into the health, Minister for Health or whatever else. That's what you do. You get someone that has that's a doctor. Treasury and whatever else, the financial thing, you get an accountant in there. It's no good having someone there that's had to be blading fitting doors for the last 20 years. You know what I mean? Going in there and running this. There is people, there is people with us who could take over this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good people, other nationalists out there as well who can help as well. You know what I mean? And we all come together. That's how it works, you know? I have to get... Excuse me, I'm sorry. They had 5 years to wake up, Ferg, right? They're all complicit, every one of them. And what he says there about the guards as well, the guards should have done this. The guards should have helped out here a long time ago. To be turning on your own here, like I saw it firsthand in Coolock with my dad last year and me. I saw it again the other night. I got out of there just before it all kicked off because I knew what was going to happen, you know? You cannot be turning on the people and blaming everybody. You know, there was women there, you know what I mean? There was women, children there, you know. I was actually talking, somebody reached out to me that was there, you know, they got bashed by the Gardaí, so I'll be doing a little bit of a story on that as well. Yeah, John Flynn, the Mighty Ducks. Yeah. Come up with that one on myself, John, yeah. Them and that
cartoon.
Yeah. James Bond, Dennis Carr. We make sure there is someone to vote for. We're standing for God and country. Pro Dio at Patria. Give us our candidates and we'll vote in our millions together, united. Well, we have deal here and there. God for Ireland. And that's what we need now. We need to bring God back into the political arena. The Mighty Ducks, yeah. At least he won't be like our incompetent government.
But you can't like, we need decent people in. You cannot have people, you know, being replaced by, you know, like pretty much the same.
Yeah.
People that are easily corrupted, easily bought, you know, will turn on you like that. What good are they? They're not. They're exactly the same as what's in the dog.
Exactly. The only place other than a classroom a teacher should be is education minister. I agree with it. And I think the education minister should be a woman that has kids or a man that has kids, that has some skin in the game here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The last three, is it the last three education ministers? Or is it not education? The last three ministers for children, where all the three of them had no kids. Like, how can you put someone in there to be minister for children if you have no kids, you know?
Yeah.
Dennis Kerr,
If you're not a parent, like, you know, only when you're a parent can you realize what it's like rearing a child and dealing with, you know, children's issues. And
exactly.
This, that, and
yeah.
You know.
And what they need, what children need.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we take control of our country, we give Enoch back all his money and make him principal of the school in Multifarm in Westmead. Yes. Angela Leggett, Joy and Dealer Heron, it's all there, all the information, the hard work that's been put in by them is incredible in such a short space of time. Thanks for that, Angela, but we have been putting in an awful lot of work here, you know. The policies are there, we have everything in place, we have councils, we have committees, we have a youth committee, we have a health committee, we have an education committee, a finance committee, you know, we have a law committee, you know, a judiciary committee. So it's all there, people. Go on to Dealer Heron, you know what I mean? And there it is there going along the bottom there. Look, www.dealerheron.ie. Go on there. It's all there. It'll show you everything you need to see. Okay, so thanks for that. Thanks, Angela, for that. Fair play to you. Paul, the protest I was on about, there was about 20 on a Wednesday, was at the Department of Justice. No, that wasn't Gavin's one. Gavin's one went from the Dáil. And we walked back down through town and up the quays. There was a couple of hundred, wasn't there, Orla? There was a few hundred of us. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see any videos of. Was that today? Was that today?
No, Gavin's one, the one that we attended in June or whatever it was. Yeah.
Oh, the one that we into earlier on this year. Yeah, no, there was a few hundred. I think there was probably 300 at it.
Yeah. No respect for the guards since COVID. Seeing how they behaved. My middle son was all for going into the guards till he seen how they were treating people, and he said, no way could I go for that. A lot of people, like last year, there was 500 guards. 500 guards left the guards last year. So that's 10 a week. 52 weeks in the year. That's 10 a week. And like they weren't being brought back in, and the ones that bring it back in now are just like stormtroopers now. They're just told what to do. It's like they're programmed. You know. Well said, Angela. Yeah, well said, Angela. Or exit. Fair play to you, Vincent. Yeah. Or exit. We need to get out of Europe. We definitely do. How are you, Paul and Orla? Yeah, I'm good. Jeez, we're going over the 2 hours there now, Orla. What have we got else there? Let me.
Right. Let's go and do a bit on the vaccines, and then there's a couple more videos left.
Okay, Orla. Right.
Most of the vaccine things are just X. There's one from Marcus de Bruyne. And then there's one from Dr. Dave Cartland.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to play this. This is funny. This is Cal. Hang on there. It's very low. It's very low. That's way too low there. I don't know why that's so low. I don't know. Just tell me what the sound is like on this, will you? Seems very low.
Look at this. If I told you that I was Chinese, this is Michael McCarthy, a very well-known social media influencer.
Is it too low?
It's very low. You can barely hear it.
It's very low. Yeah. I can't hear it either. So yeah, it's shit. I'll have to pull it out somewhere again there. I wonder, can anyone send it in to me?
But sure, they can watch it over on his platforms anyway. Do you know what I mean? Sure, he's on X.
Yeah, it's
he's
on Leo the
Facebook,
Leader,
he's
yeah.
on TikTok.
I just thought it would be a bit funny to play. You know what I mean? So, yeah. If anyone has it, hold on. It could be on TikTok. Yeah, fair. Good girl, Orla. Well done.
Now, the only thing is, one of these videos that I want to play is actually from Michael, and it's very upsetting.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's appropriate to be making fun of him when he's doing something like this right now, and I have to show this video.
Okay, hold on. Which one is it now? The guy who sent me in that video did say Orla won't be happy with this. So, okay. You were right there, buddy. You were dead right.
No, I've as I said, I messaged him. Now he never got back to me, but I don't think he's seen it.
Is this Lola and her father? Is this the one you're talking about?
Now, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Now, I find this difficult to watch. And I don't care who put this video out. It's the content that's important.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with that.
In France, a 12-year-old girl called Lola was lured into an apartment by an Algerian migrant. Lola was ordered to take a shower, where Dabia, the Algerian migrant, sexually assaulted and raped her. She then covered Lola's face with adhesive tape, causing asphyxiation. Lola was found with multiple stab wounds to her neck and body, partial decapitation, and other mutilations. The Algerian migrant folded and tied up Lola's mutilated body, wrote the numbers 0 and 1 under her feet, stuffed her into a suitcase. She then dumped that suitcase in the building's courtyard, where a homeless man found her. The reason Dabia, the Algerian migrant, did this is because she had a grudge against Lola's mother. She asked Lola's mother for a job as a childminder, and Lola's mother said no, so she did this to Lola. She was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole, the first woman in French history to receive this for raping and murdering a minor under 15 with torture and barbaric acts. Lola's father died 16 months after this happened to Lola. Devastated by grief, the formerly sober father began drinking heavily from morning to night, starting the day Lola's body was found. He separated from his wife Delphine, lost his job, and succumbed to health complications from alcoholism. Family described it as dying by grief. Before his death, he wrote a letter. He said, "My darling, I still don't understand why there was so much cruelty and barbarity towards you, you who were so kind." His ex-wife and Lola's mother said he died of grief. And watch this video. This was at a memorial for that little girl, for Lola. This is what the left did. They destroyed the memorial. That's them screaming Antifa, which is anti-fascist. Can you ever imagine doing the same at a memorial for a 12-year-old girl? They do this simply for the fact that the person who raped and killed this child was a migrant. So how dare you have a memorial? And the media will vilify those on the right. They think it's disgraceful I even talk about stories like this. Disgraceful you have memorials for girls like this. They want it shut down, they want you silenced, and they want you to accept it. This should have never happened to Lola, and it was completely preventable if you were strict with who comes into our countries.
Jesus, that's horrendous. Horrendous. Isn't it? The guy's nearly crying there. Well, I did. A tear did come to my eye there when I was watching it. Sweet Jesus, the poor child. Yeah, it's a woman doing this is totally different kind. Yeah, it is. And you're right, Siobhan, it really is.
That little girl is 12 years old.
When I watched that. And the father dying of a broken heart. I'm gonna be honest with you, like I couldn't see anything happen to any of my kids. Like I really, 2 European girls were decapitated while at the same time Coveney signed the Marrakesh Agreement on behalf of the Irish. Yeah. It's hard to hear. It is hard to hear. They would rather a rapist than a racist. They all need to be seriously dealt with. I'm sick with rage. I'm the same. I really am. My God, that's absolutely abhorrent. That poor little girl, the poor family, God love them. Antifa are demonic. Yeah. Jail is too good. We need to bring back the death penalty. Oh, yeah, exactly now.
100%.
Revolution now. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Right, I think we'll move on to the vaccines.
There's a few things there on the vaccines.
R.I.P. Lola. Yeah, R.I.P. Lola. Yeah, thanks everyone. Okay, so where are we? That's me. I want me.
Understand?
Somebody just sent this in to me. I'm just going to throw this up here. The reasons Indians are dirty. I don't know. Yeah, but here we go. I'm going to share this just to. You're still upset there, all the chair. Just relax there for a minute. We'll be grand in a minute. Okay, this is the reason why Indians are dirty.
When will Indians understand civic sense? The answer is they won't. They won't because civic sense cannot exist where empathy doesn't. A person with empathy won't throw trash on the road because they know that someone else will have to clean it up. They won't honk constantly in traffic because they understand there is an old man trying to rest or a child is trying to do their homework. They won't blast loud music even at home because they care that their neighbors might get disturbed. They won't spit out of a moving bus because that might hit a passerby or stain a wall that someone worked so hard to paint. You see, a lot of Indians won't even clean up their own plates at home or pick up their own dirty socks off the floor. They grew up without empathy for their own people. When will Indians understand civic sense?
You're muted.
Sorry, yeah, that's just Indians for you. Okay, let me see. I drew Dr. Marcus de Broom. What are we going with first?
Yeah, the Marcus Broom one for, and then there's two actually on David from David Cartland.
Yeah, I have them. David Cartland. Okay. Dr. David Cartland, this is about the CDC vaccine schedule, yeah?
There's one on the babies, and then there's another one on 1.7 million people. There's two posts on them.
This is the babies one. Okay. Okay. No, this is the babies. In 1986, just happens to be when manufacturers were granted zero liability on their products, but I'm sure the massive increase in overall injections since then has nothing to do with that. Okay. So here you go. This was 1986. Okay. You had one OPV for 2 months. You had OPV for 4 months. You had DTP 2 months, DTP 4 months, and DTP 6 months. That was all they gave kids then. Okay. Yeah. Then you have MMR at 12 months, MMR or VAR 12 months, Hep A at 12 months. Hold on, we go this way. RV at 2 months. RV at, is that the RV virus, is it, at 6 months?
Tdap, yeah, the rotavirus. Yeah, the rotavirus that is banned in France because babies died after it because it twisted their guts. But that's okay to be given out in other countries.
I'm going to make that bigger there so as you can see this, people. You can see it there yourselves now. Oh, shit. Sorry. There it is there. So there you go. You can see it there. You have the rotavirus, and then you have the flu in utero, COVID-19 in utero, RSV in utero or birth. You have Hep B at birth, Hep B after a month, Now, why would you need to give a baby a hepatitis B injection? Hepatitis B
we've
is a
said that,
sexually
we've said it,
transmitted
yeah.
disease unless you're a drug user.
Drug
or everything.
addict, yes, I know we've said that.
Unless the mother is hepatitis B positive, you don't have to give that to that child. You know, that child's not going to have sex for donkey's years. You know what I mean? DTaP, you have HIB, HIB, that's 2 months. You have PCV 15 at 2 months. IPV at 2 months. You have DTaP again at 4 months. You have HIB again at 4 months. You have IPV at 4 months. PCV 15 at 4 months. You have DTaP again at 6 months. HIB again, IPV, Hep B again at 6 months, flu at 6 months, COVID-19 at 6 months, flu at 7 months, COVID-19 at 7 months. Why would you be giving these kids all COVID-19? Why would you be doing that? Like there's pre-COVID-19, 6 months, 7 months, and 9 months. You know, why would you be doing that? That's just ridiculous. So do you reckon the CDC schedule has 73 vaccinations now? They take 73 different ingredients in the vaccine.
over in the States, yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're looking to bring in the chickenpox one as well. Now, I was barely on X today, so I came across something tonight before I came on the show, but I haven't had a proper look through it, so I'll have it for Sunday night.
Sunday.
Yeah. So there's another one of David Cartland's, and then there's Marcus de Bruin as well.
Okay, David Cartland, where are you? Dr. David Cartland. Yes, I have this here. Let me make that bigger as well. Oh, I haven't gone through any of the comments there. There's a load of comments coming in. There's not. Okay. Dr. David Cartland, a new study amongst 1.7 million people, COVID-19 vaccination increased risk of hair loss 2.4 times, inner ear disorders 2.4 times again, shingles 2.3 times, warts 2.2 times more, menstrual disorders 2.16, middle ear disease 2.08, gum disease 205, and glaucoma, bruising, tetanus, endometriosis. Okay. As time progresses and more data accumulates, COVID-19 vaccines are emerging as one of the most dangerous products ever approved by regulatory. Broad spectrum adverse events of special interest based on immune response following COVID-19 vaccination, a large scale population based cohort. You can't really see it there.
So much for you'll have a sore arm, and that'll be about it. Maybe a headache, that'll be about it.
And it doesn't move from.
And that's not even getting into the blood clots, the heart damage, and everything else that goes along with it.
Jesus.
And then it's Marcus de Bruin. It's on the breast cancer.
It's another one from de Bruin, is it?
Well, it's good to use our own doctors.
Might not have a look at that. That's on the WhatsApp there. I thought I pulled that down.
Yeah, it's on X.
Someone's asked me to play that thing that alternate zero happens when manufacturers were granted. That's that one. David Cartland, Marcus de Bruin. Okay, I have that here. What was on this screen? Look, Jesus. Is this there are two main causes of one? Is that the one, cancers in Ireland?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just. I like this Marcus de Bruin, I really do.
Yeah, he's excellent at calling out what went on in the nursing homes.
Okay. So there are, in my opinion, two main causes for unprecedented increase in cancers in Ireland. The first is the broad and unnecessary use of genetic vaccines, DNA and mRNA, which began in 2021. The second is unnecessary reduction in screening and medical services during lockdowns. It's that simple. During the pandemic, when government and pharmaceutical companies were pushing this novel gene therapy onto the population, we were told to follow the science. Yeah, we did follow the science. Now that the consequences of coercion and mandates for COVID vaccines are emerging, we are encouraged to ignore the signs. My sympathies are with the young men and women who must now deal with this terrible trauma. I wish I had had an opportunity to write each of them a vaccine exemption letter during that period when so many were coerced into accepting these dangerous genetic products. I hope and pray that one day Harris, Fradker, Houlihan, Martin, and Luke O'Neill et al. Will have to answer for this crime against humanity. I continue to hope that one day we should see a government in Ireland with the courage to stand up to pharma and have this poison removed from circulation forever. That's another reason why we went into politics, to try and get this sorted, but we need a nationalist government, and it's the only way these people will be held to account. You know, Nuremberg trials 2.0, that's what we need. Hangings. Luke O'Neill should be hung, Houlihan should be hung, Bradshaw, a whole lot of them should be hung.
Yeah.
I don't care. Every one of them.
And then the journalists involved as well need to be dealt with.
Yeah.
The ones that are promoting it.
Scumbags. They're not journalists, lads. They're not journalists. The likes of Philip Dwyer, myself, anyone else that's putting out the word here, there's the journalist that's telling the truth. I'm not getting any comments in here, lads, for some reason. Don't take them. They need to stop giving these to babies and elderly. Jesus would say, yeah, I know. And yet today, my grandparents decided against me, my warning to get the jabs. I'm sick of worry. I know it's their choice, but it's hard to watch people you love take something so dangerous. I agree with you.
See, they listen to you so far, and then as soon as you go into the doctors, it's all out the door.
No, not anymore for me. Like my man, they're finished for it.
And that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
So my dad still can't lie on the side where his injection went in. You know, it's disgusting. Sounds like you have a bad sinus infection, just recovering that very thing myself. Yeah, it could be that, mate. Europa, my 80-year-old mum done the same. Try stopping an 80-year-old adult. She's all good though. Yours, please, God, too. Yeah, exactly. I hope everyone is.
Oh, here's another quick one, right? It's an ex post and it's down as Jason James, right? It's what's going on over in Canada.
Did you send it to me? You didn't send it to me.
Yeah, it's just now. There's no photograph with it. It's under it's 2 down from that there. Look.
Where is he?
It's just an ex one. Yeah, Jason James. Yeah. It's only the video's only a minute anyway.
Okay.
So what's going on in Canada?
That is, sorry, someone just texted in. Play that video. The funny video. It's too low. It's way too low. Nobody will hear it. That's why I'm not playing it. So I'll have the one pulled down for.
But they can go on. Just go on to the social media. You'll see it there.
Yeah. Okay. This is I have this one now. Orla, let's share this one. Nearly finish up then. So I just want to play one more after this.
So the Journal of Death and Dying recently this year of 2025 came out and expressed what Health Canada's plans look like to save money. They are on track starting 2027 to 2047 to save $1.273 trillion by providing 14.7 million Canadians with MAID rather than palliative care.
What was that number? Say that.
14.7 million Canadians. Over 9 million of those are projected to be elderly. Over 4 million of those are projected to be the mentally ill and suicidal. Over 300,000 of those are projected to be the Indigenous population, and then everyone else, addicts, homeless, and otherwise. So Canada's running a eugenics program, and they're planning to expand that with the start of a mentally ill only qualification in 2027. And for those that are find those stats as disgusting as I do, you can go check out on the SAGE Journal or the Journal of Death and Dying. They break it all down for you. They go through the numbers. We've also done it on the series as well.
Wow.
Unbelievable. As if there's not an evil agenda. Well, there you have it.
Yeah. I'm just putting up, I have one more video to play, but I'm just putting up the different email address or the different websites there. There's Díla Heron's website. Okay, people want to join Díla Heron. There's Wake Up Eras. They do sterling work as well. If you can go onto the webpage and donate to them as well, they do sterling work. They need to be helped out. We've just hit 1,100. Fair play to everybody. You can follow us on X at the Irish Column. There's Shinanadina, www.Shinanadina. You'll get all of that. You can buy us a coffee as well if you can, if you will, please. As I said, I want to just play this video here because this is... where are we? No, not that one. This is Nigel Farage talking to an ex-detective in the UK, right? And we finish up with this, okay?
Okay.
That 20 years ago, or 2006, you were told to stop investigating the cases of over 50 children.
But it was more aggressive and coarse than that. I was told that if I continued to look into it or revealed my findings as one of 2 officers that was dedicated to looking for children involved in what we call a crime of prostitution, I'm not endorsing the term, I'm just saying it was. When I put my findings on an intelligence report and they were submitted to a senior officer, I was told that if I continued on my path, I would lose my home, my job and my children. What I had exposed would F the Metropolitan Police, past, present and future. I cannot and will not allow this out, that's what I was told. And I was told that there was nowhere for me to go. And if I classed the attitude of the officer as bullying, he told me that he would not betray fellow rank, nor would they.
There you go. That's to do with all of the Rotherham stuff and the Telford stuff and everything else. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I think I have a video for that for Sunday as well. I just didn't get a chance
we'll
to
do that on Sunday then. No
yeah,
problem.
about the grooming gangs.
There's a few. I have a few bits about that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Well, it's that time again, Orla. Thank you very much. It's been a great night. It's been emotional again. He was the police whistleblower. He's very good. He was a police whistleblower. Yeah, I've seen it, and he has a few videos. I'll get a few of these up. John Wedger, guest speaker, Misha Era. Yeah, okay. Anyone going to Misha Era, fair play to you. Anyone not going to Misha Era, make your way down to the Carnival in Cork. Should be good crack. Good night, Paul Orla. Great show. Thanks, Paul and Orla. See you down the road, everyone. Christ is king. The only pandemic in this world is paedophilia. Well said. Fair play to you.
100%.
Well said. I agree, Ferg. Oh, shit. I didn't want that one. That was the Herring. Okay. Orla, thank you very much. I will talk to you in a few minutes. I will drop you down.
No problem.
Okay. Thank you very much. Night and God bless. Well, people, as we say every night when we're here, I'm just going to go through a couple more days. Good night and God bless. Night and God bless. Night and God bless. Yeah. Okay. As we say every night when we're here, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless.